fun factoid of the day. I was doing some research. I'm going to do a video about car recalls. And the first recall ever, and it wasn't because of a dangerous, part or an explosion or a fire or anything, but in the 1900s, early 1900s, on the Model T, it was recalled because they used Spanish moss in the seats as padding, and people were getting bit on the butt by red bugs. That crazy. Nothing dangerous. Wasn't going to blow up, but you were going to get bit on the butt. Hey, get out there and fix something. What up, what up, what up? What's up, Dan? What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy National Women's Day. I think my camera needs wiped off here. Is that any better? No, I don't look any better. Just chilling and illing. Rob's at tie 9. Eat up. Let's see, what do we got going on? Make sure we're working here. Shoot, where is it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Typhoon. What's happening in RC industry? From Southern Indiana. I'm in Southwest Ohio, so we're probably enjoying the same cold weather, aren't we? Figured I'd get going a couple minutes early here. Picked up my new tow rig truck today, a little bit ago. Let's see. I'm trying to get this 38 degrees. Yeah, let's see what it is here. It's a wee bit nipply, that's for sure. Let's see. 37 degrees here, so there you go. Oh, you guys are both from... Okay, cool, Levi. Good. Oh, Travis, let's see. What's going on, Travis?
How's it going, Jason?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Oh, it's been a rough day, but
I know it's been a rough week, and we're just starting.
I know. It's stressful. But anyway, what's this tow rig? I just heard it. I was switching over.
Got a 2006 Dodge Ram 2500 with a Cummins in it.
Nice.
It's a quad cab, long bed. It's a big, long son of a gun.
Oh, yeah. Quad cab and a long bed?
Yeah.
I think as long as a train. Yeah, it's like a train.
Yeah. Especially when I put my trailer on the back of it.
You might be close to over length.
I know, it might be. Yeah. The trailer's 34 and a half feet, so yeah, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're good. What are we missing here? But yeah, I got a Cummins. No, Dan, it's a single rear wheel. If I had a dually, I'd probably had the fenders tore off of it in no time,
Yeah, mine was really, it was a little bit to get used to.
Yeah, I bet.
I had a 92.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, and it was a little bit to get used to maneuvering it around.
I mean, I drive big stuff at work, but I don't drive it like through the Platte and stuff,
Right.
So, what's up? Hunter's here.
What you got on here?
A few people so far already.
We
got Dan and Levi, RC Industries. What's that?
Talking about your new truck?
Yeah, talking about new truck, yep. Yep. In Ohio County, okay. Indiana. Oh, the 6.0 got sold. So Carlite wanted it from me, so I sold that Friday.
got the whole E24 valve with 104K on it.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, I think it's barely broke in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just not a whole lot to it. I wonder which mic I have on. I bet I had the wrong mic on. That's probably why you heard him. Whoops, that's not what I wanted.
I need to get a better mic set up.
No, I've got the mic. This mic must have picked him up. That's surprising. Let's see. Oh, so we've already got spam in here. Okay, let's just take care of that. It was a 6-liter LS. It was a GMC. I did not do the head gaskets. I'm gonna let them deal with it. Yeah, I'm in Montgomery County, Ohio, Levi. I'm on the east side of Dayton, Ohio, and just north of Cincinnati. Well, not just north, but about an hour north. I actually work for the county. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, just been putting along. Haven't got to work on the S10 any. Of course, I was going to drive it last week when it was nice, and I started it up to go to work in the morning, and it died. I think the distributor crapped out on it. So it's in the garage, and then I got a distributor for it, but then I did a bunch of side jobs here at the house over the weekend, so been busy with that stuff.
Trying to get the house quieted down.
Yeah. That's why I hide downstairs. They still follow me down here, though.
I need to do.
Yeah.
See what? Oh, did you see that 2 Hacks Garage broke the 500?
I did, yeah. Yeah, I was on Dr. Arts last night, and they were talking about it. So good for him. Yeah.
I guess I'm not subscribed to him because I didn't see the live come up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought I was.
It's weird. You subscribe to it, and it knocks you off. I don't get it, man. Do not get it. There's 2 Hacks right there. What's up, Jeff?
Yeah, we was just talking about you.
Yeah, your ears were burning.
It's the only time you're going to beat me, trust me. I'm at like 441.
Are you? Good.
Yeah, so I'm climbing just slowly.
Excuse me.
I guess my new internet's working better too because I'm not getting any lag.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks steady. Looks stable.
Yeah, because I ran the speed check on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting like 94. Was it 94 down and was it 38 up megabits per second? So that's a lot better than what I was getting. I was getting like 14 and 2.
Yeah, I think ours maxes out at like 100. I got a hardwire cable run to this now. I was using Wi-Fi, and it would get all wonky.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up, NSB? Let's see. If you watched the last video, yeah. Mostly old parts and rust. What's happening, sir? He's in Adams County. Okay. Bunch of Indiana guys. What's the temperature down where you're at, Travis?
It was what, 46 today?
Oh, okay. It was like, I think it may have got to 40. Oh, there's Jeff Rowe right there.
Yeah, we've been having
Jeff.
Hey, what is going on? Every time I try joining, it's like a black screen.
Yeah, what? Let me see. Let me make sure I don't have you blocked out or something.
I just live in the dark.
I don't know. Let's
all
see.
right.
No, it doesn't. Looks like you're all right.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll be here. He's having some technical difficulties, obviously.
Yep.
What's happening, Red Eye Patriot? Barrows, what's going on?
Yeah, we're getting a good southern almost spring weather where it'll dip down real cold.
Mm-hmm.
Then like next week it's gonna be at 80 degrees.
Wow. Yeah,
We're supposed to get like snow Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday here is supposed to be nasty.
Yeah.
But over the weekend, man, I got a sunburn. I was out in the driveway doing some side jobs, and it was 80 degrees Saturday. It was windy and all get out, but
yeah, it was nice here. It's been nice the first part of the week, and then yesterday and today has been 40s and 50s.
yeah.
Okay, close.
Is
nope.
it seriously still not working?
Turn on the light, man. Just pay the phone.
Yeah.
Pay the electric bill.
We're afraid of the dark.
You know, the thing is, I have something sitting here I need to show you, Travis, and this is really annoying. Let me see if I
Are
can
you
get
on your
this.
phone?
Yeah, I'm always on my phone.
Oh,
And
wow.
He's always on his own.
I figured so.
let me.
What the heck?
It's showing me some weird little like icon looking thing. One of those. I don't even know what the hell it is. Let me see if I can get this damn thing to work.
Okay. He's
All
like
right,
me.
I got that. You see that too? Over in the corner of the screen.
Oh, that's my Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, up on the left side of the screen.
Okay. I didn't know if that was his stuff messing up or not.
Yeah, that's my Instagram. I'm trying to get that going. So if we need to if someone wants to send me a private message, their email or something,
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about YouTube. You can't send private messages
right
on YouTube.
Not that I know of. I mean, unless you
Right.
would send it to my email, which the email that I actually use for this account, I hardly ever use. I mean, honestly,
Right.
I hardly ever use it. And it's
Yeah.
about 3 miles long. I made it up years ago. It's called it's called Eat My Shorts, You Gravy Sucking Pig @gmail.com. So
Yeah, that's not one you give out.
that ended up being my YouTube email. So I can't change it, so I've got my
Oh, dirty stuff.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, let me get this big.
Oh, here we go. I see Jeff's big head now. Oh my. Did you send him that? That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, here you go. Hold on.
Oh, dude.
Oh, finally.
Oh,
Finally.
Look at
Technical
that nice-
difficulties over.
Look at that nice pretty thing.
Oh, that's dirty stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom, I agree. I wish they would let us send photos too. Yeah.
I got like boxes all over my basement of car parts. And it's
I just got
Looking
boxes of shit in my basement.
oh,
This is like the cleanest corner in the whole basement.
man.
I don't even have a basement.
You're probably lucky you don't. It'd be full of shit like mine.
Probably.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's cool, man. I like it. I dig it.
Is that one of the indie things you got?
No. This was quick fuel, twin 650 double pumpers I ordered.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, just got them in.
Sorry about that.
Nice.
I went to the doctor finally today because I've had this cough crap. I got freaking bronchitis. So
Oh,
they gave me some steroids or whatever. So hopefully I'll be
Fun stuff.
I can get pumped up now.
yeah.
Yeah. They're working out.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna pump you up.
I remember that.
Yeah. What did everybody get at Indy? I saw a lot of people snagging some pretty dope stuff.
Wall hangers. That's all I
Wall
got.
hangers. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah. I mean, we got a couple Mopars coming down the pipeline after these cars are done, but I've already, sold one kidney. I can't afford to sell the other one.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Still want
yeah.
your liver and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got to keep all that going on.
Gotta have both testicles, all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that little icon thingy you saw up here in the corner.
Yeah.
Over here. That's my Instagram thing.
So I can scan them with my phone, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm putting
Let's see
that
what I
up
can
that
do.
way if you guys want to send, and I mean this goes for everybody, even in the chat. If
'Cause I got Instagram also, so.
Okay, good.
I do too. And I don't even. So what's your Instagram name again?
Here, let me. It's Jason's Garage with a Z. It's at Jason's Garage Inc. with a Z. Let me see if I can. Here, there it is, right there. Can you see it now? I know you're on your phone. It's probably itty tiny.
I'm gonna write this down.
Okay.
I'm just trying to take a picture of my phone.
Inc.
And it's not really wanting to do anything.
There we go. I got it.
All right.
I'll just look you up on Instagram.
Yeah, you can just look it up there. Like I said, it wouldn't let me use the S. Somebody already had Jason's Garage, so I put the Z on there. But yeah, I post a little bit of stuff. I'm trying to get more adamant about it because that way we can communicate on there easier. Like if I don't want to put the link up on here, you know, I mean, there's never anybody in here I don't want in here, but just if that does happen, then we can. I might miss him here.
Jason.
Hey, Wendy.
Jason's with a Z.
Yeah, Jason's with a Z. Yeah. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? Let's see. Dang, $950 for $200. That's awesome. That's a good deal right there, dude.
Patrick, what day were you there again? Were you there like Friday?
Okay, yeah, I got you. I'm following you now.
Got it. Okay, good.
I'll send you a quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll send you a quick.
Yep. Yeah, make sure it's working. I'm not real savvy yet. I'm kind of like Jeff. We're just kind of farting around, hiding in the dark.
Exactly.
But it's like, man, I did the TikTok thing. That's total waste of time if you're trying to get any kind of stuff on. You know.
Yeah.
I have 2 teenagers at home, and the whole time when like everybody was, you know, at home because everything was shut down, it was like looking at people having seizures all day long. You know? It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they're doing this.
Yeah, and it's all these weird crazes. It's like, man, you're just giving these kids Tourette's and they're dancing.
Did you just have a stroke?
Yeah.
Let's see. Whoops. See if this worked.
There is somebody on TikTok that I follow that has Tourette's, and that's her whole channel.
Oh boy.
I got NSB and I got Mopar.
It's freaking hilarious. And she makes it to where it's funny.
Does she?
Yeah, she's actually kind of making fun of herself. You know,
like Dan says, screw TikTok. Yeah, so, and I know a lot of the guys aren't on Facebook, you know.
I'm not.
Right. But Instagram seems to be, it's just, I think it's more streamlined for us just saying, hey, I'm going here, or hey, let me show you this picture of, you know, like stuff you bought, or hey, I got a question about this, you know, because I have been a mechanic for 32 years. So if you guys have any questions about anything, you know.
It's the nice part. It's like the low attention span thing. It's like, I don't want to read a recipe you stole from Kroger, then butchered it.
No.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah.
So I'm not a social media or TV guy, and I am now, but I created an Instagram account too, and it helped out with subs too. You know, because you can link YouTube stuff to it and find other people. There's a lot of cool ideas out there.
Well, it's like my book. My book I made, my build book. I want to try and promote it on there because I've got it. It's for sale on Amazon, and I have some here that I've been selling through eBay, which I actually sold one the other day to someone I do not know. So it's kind of interesting.
It's probably the government.
Yeah, the IRS is gonna get me on that one. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm gonna try and be more adamant about using the Instagram because I was well, you know, you were talking about the social media stuff, and then like I've had a Facebook for eons, but it's mainly just to communicate with my family, you know.
Yeah.
And because you know they're all over the place, and then and my kids, I have grandkids. My oldest daughter puts stuff with the grandkids on there, and I just got to think about it. I'm like, you know, Facebook's just flooded. You know, it's like you would do a Facebook, and it's like, like I had a real bad hernia surgery a couple of years ago, and it's like every time I look, it's a hernia mesh lawsuit. You know, it's like, yeah, I've been in this stupid thing for 4 years. I don't need to know about it anymore. Or like right now, whatever we're talking about, it'll literally pop up. You know, like, oh, hey, look, I had to get a fake bug. Yeah, got a good joke I heard today. The guys got me good this morning at work. Totally off the subject, everything, but I walk in, they're like, dude. We watch the news in the morning when we first get there, when we're getting kind of acclimated for the day, and it's like my boss is like, hey man, did you hear that said Biden's in the hospital? And I'm like, really? I said, do you have a stroke or something, you know? And I'm not trying to get political on here at all, you guys. This is just totally a joke. They got me good. And I was like, really? Did he have a stroke or something? And he's like, no, he's got some like gastrointestinal thing. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, he can't.
He can't stop Putin.
He can't stop Putin.
That's it. Guys,
That's
I heard
perfect.
that at work.
Oh, man.
I heard that at work. What was it? Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember.
It was great. I mean, it was
it was awesome.
It was like right when I walked in the door, I'm like half asleep still trying to get a coffee. And I'm like, oh, really? I mean, he's just reeling me in,
Those are the best ones.
Yeah.
Well, I go in the office like 5 days a month. And today I had to go in and we had hired an intern and she's really, 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 really quiet. I haven't seen her in months, right? Mm-hmm. And I was down in Nashville. I got this like mechanic's jacket from this like music place I like. Mm-hmm. And it says, Nashville, Tennessee on the back. It's embroidered really cool. And I didn't even think. And she's like, so where'd you get that jacket at? And I'm like, I don't know why, she's like St. Louis, and I'm like, no, I don't even know. I'm not even thinking. She's just like laughing, and I'm like, oh my God, it says Nashville on there. So I'm in charge of like delegating these like work efforts we do, and I'm going to give her the biggest pile of steaming crap next week. Hey, where'd I get that work effort? Nashville.
Like Jeff Foxworthy was like, yeah, I had a flat tire the other day, and the guy walked up to me and says, oh, you got a flat tire? He says, nope. All the other three of them blew themselves up.
Yep. Well, see, I was never into the Facebook, and all of my friends, family, they're all like, you got to do one. And I'm like, no. So one day I'm like, you know what? I'm going to create a Facebook account just to show you how fake it really is, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I created this time traveler character. It's a little background. I had a friend that was in like school and he had to do a bunch of theater stuff, and I would come up with just skits for him. It was like sketch comedy he had to do, and it was way over the top. Most of it was just way too perverted for him to do. But I came up with this character. It was a Serbian psychedelic time traveler from the 60s named Yuri Asmanov. So awesome. I bought like Photoshop, and I was Photoshopping my stuff into all these historical events and rewriting the stories, right? Like the Man on the Moon, just all these really historical photos. And like people were just buying it, it's like, oh my God, just these absurd stories, and next thing you know, I had like 5 billion people following me. I should have done that for Facebook or for YouTube channels.
Yeah.
But I actually put one in one of my videos. I did. I put one in the channel. I put one in one of the pictures in one of my videos. It's me standing next to Belushi. Instead of saying college, it says Sykeston. And as soon as my wife saw that, she's like, you cannot bring that devil back out into the world. I'm like, everyone said do a Facebook page, so I did one.
The kid I grew up with was good for that. Like we'd be just, farting around, and he'd just come up with this story like totally just
off the
asinine, but just come up with, and everybody's just like, really? I'm just sitting there, I'm just shaking my head like, oh my God, this guy. And then he's like, no, I'm just kidding. And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
Yes, Red Eye, the world is better with sarcasm.
So not to digress, but I'll tell you a couple.
We all digress. It's fine.
So some of the characters I created, and I would get these costumes for him, Like I said, he was literally in school for theater. And he would have to do these sketch comedy things, like these 15-minute skits, and I would just go over the top. So I created one, and it was like this bull riding, drunken cowboy mechanic named Cowboy Shit Show, and it was bad. And then I did a British TV chef. It was a British TV chef, and he was a pervert, and his name was Throbert Hot Dickens. And then
made a lot of hot dick cider.
Yeah. And then so none of these ever flew with him, right? So I did one that did fly, and it was this Italian artist that moved to America, but like over in Italy, he was considered like pure white trash, but here in America, he was like sought after. And his name was
Juan, right?
Yeah, he was like the 60s. He was like the guy stuck in the 60s that never came back. And his name was Levi Stefano Dali, LSD. And he never caught on to that part. So he's doing this skit, right? And he has no idea. He had no idea what any of this meant. And I'll have to send you a picture because like the skit, the background of the skit, I had found this like yellow suit and just this horrendous crap, and bought a 1-string cigar box guitar, and it was absolutely hilarious.
Now.
Oh, I know. I actually traveled just to go get that for this damn skit.
The guy that I work with makes electric guitars out of cigar boxes and gas cans and stuff, and just sends them all over the world. He's really good.
Yeah, that was some of the. That might have to come out for Sykeston. Those characters might have to show up.
I'll give you $50 to announce that name over Walmart.
The bad part about the cowboy shit show mechanic, I went and bought an inflatable bull rider costume, looked like the little guy on it, And a friend of mine had a shop, and I came crashing in there one day, just messing with his employees, and it absolutely pissed him off. But he's grown up with me, so he knows just the lunacy that'll happen.
My alter ego's name is Dick Hurts. I walked up, saw him in high school, total smart aleck. And the principal, everybody's like, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you, son. Nice to meet you." We're in an auto shop, and the one guy, he said his name was Richard Cranium, and I'm like, "Oh, I gotta outdo this guy." And the guy's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing, son?" I was like, "Oh, it's Dick Hurts. Nice to meet you, sir." Up there as coming in.
Or
Did you see Red Eye? He said his second personality is named Glenn Hurt Lee Cornwaffle III.
He might be related to Robert Hot Dickens. With the skit I wrote for that was hilarious because I actually put time into this, and it was just like
it's a total shit show tonight. Just
it is.
Know.
Oh yeah,
it went south.
It's degraded.
Yeah, we really digressed already.
It went south. It went south fast.
John would say it's time to turn it off.
Yeah.
No, he's probably watching right now like, I am not touching this.
Not happening on that one.
Yeah, no way. No way.
Well, what's even funnier is like I mean, COVID, I think psychologically tortured me a little bit because I couldn't go mess with my friends.
It tortured everybody, just letting you know. It sucked everybody's common sense out.
So I had found out that a friend of mine's wife was like deathly afraid of what do you call those things? Mannequins and those little ventriloquist dolls, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm actually a good artist, and I went and bought like the '60s mannequin and like these ventriloquist dolls, and he let me like sneak in the house at night, and set them all up. Absolutely gave her a freaking heart attack. But I was joking around with somebody. It was Ruben, and because there was a picture I sent him, and he's like, "What the hell is that?" I said, "Oh, that's this joke mannequin. His name's Little Stony." And he's got a little badge on his lapel that says sex, drugs, and rock and roll on it. And he goes, man, he's like, you could really do some funny videos with that. I said, no, when I go to Sykeston and we get up to the line, I'm going to have that thing peeking out the window, waving at whoever's racing me. They're going to miss that green light, and I'm going to win every race. What the hell was that?
There'll be some scarred people up in there.
Exactly. So there might be some pranks being played.
So at my work, we can go next door to the warehouse and get like gloves and whatever we need, a hat, whatever, a uniform, clean pair of underwear, whatever you need. So you got to go upstairs to get like the paper plates and the forks and the coffee and stuff. Well, they have a crash dummy up there. It's not a crash dummy. It's one of the CPR dummies, but it's like a full size, and they have it sitting in a chair. Every time I walk up that stairs, that thing scares me to death. I'm like, I know there's nobody in here. And Jerry, the guy that runs the warehouse, he'll be sitting in his office. You can just hear him just falling out of his chair laughing. But yeah,
have you seen the training ones for like harnesses and people on like forklifts and all that?
Yeah, that's what they use this one for also. Yep.
So we have one of those, my old area. They're heavy, but what we used to do is like they put these security cameras in years ago that would like watch all this stuff. And we would work this weird night shift. Security guards would be like walking, and we would wait for the security guard to like walk by, and we just launch that thing. So it's like this guy like splattering, 3 stories up, hear him freak out. I don't know how I've survived.
Paul says he can't wait to see the trophy that Wilburn comes up for being the biggest prick.
Yeah.
Speaking of mannequins, that was a good movie back in the 80s. Because was hot.
Oh, yeah, she was.
It's going to be interesting.
Dan says he'll win that, and he ain't even entered. Oh yeah, it's fun. I'm glad we get to cut up because it's been a weird week.
It has.
Yeah,
it has.
it's been rough.
Well, Friday. So Friday, I'm at the shop by myself, and everybody left to go get lunch. They were coming back. They're just going to pick up food and come back. And me and the new kid's out in the parking lot. He's just got to put a battery in the truck to get it moved out of the way. And all of a sudden, he comes running in. He's like, I just cut my finger, and he's holding it, and there's just blood just. And he's a big kid. He's like 6'5", about 350 if he's 10 pounds, And I can see he's getting ready to faint. And we've got pits that we walk in to work under the big trucks. And he's leaning over to that pit. So I get on the stairs and I just shove him over. And he falls down on his knees. And I was like, he's out. He's going out. I went over and I just kind of held him and I was like, are you okay? You okay? He's like, yeah. He's like, what are we going to do about my finger? And I'm like, well, just keep holding it, So I'm over there wrapping it up. I'm wrapping it up. I was like, and then I told him, I said, I got to take you to the hospital because I got to get you stitches. And he ended up driving himself, but it was just, and then everybody comes in, they're like, what happened? There's blood everywhere. I'm like,
oh, wow.
A crime scene, man. I don't know what happened in here.
I would have made something up really good.
I needed to, but I was just so pissed because it was just something else happened at the same time. I'm like, I hadn't even got to make my food yet. You guys all got your food. I done had a doctor a guy up.
It has, Barrows. It has been a weird week.
It has, man.
I was just normal, and I'm thankful for it.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
well, good somebody has, because it's been a stressful 3 days for me.
I mean, today was a cool day because I got my new truck, but yeah, that was a whole shebang yesterday.
I
always forget about going and buying a car. What a pain in that it is.
That's why you just steal them, Jason.
You're right. Yeah, I can do that in like 60 seconds. I got it.
Especially if you do it at a gas pump and they just pay.
Yeah, and the tank's full.
It's worth more than the car.
Yeah, you double the value filling one up most of the time nowadays. Oh,
I paid
I went to get gas in this truck. It's a diesel.
Oh no.
Yeah, and gas is diesel's $4.89. I've never pumped diesel in a truck of my own before, which I almost screwed that up. And I start pumping. I'm like, I'm just gonna fill it up. I'm just gonna take it, fill it up, and I'll be done. It stopped at $74. They limited them to 15 gallons.
Really?
So they're gonna charge us astronomical per gallon, but then only let me allowed to have 15 gallons. Like, what the heck?
I paid $4.79.
I was hangry, Don. You're right. Anybody doing a monkey bike? I think we're going to do the monkey bike eventually. We'll get one. But yeah, it was just, and then like I left at 3:30, left work at 3:30, go to the car lot. I got the truck. Luckily they were cool. Took it over to my brother's shop. We lifted it up, checked everything out. Everything's cool. Get back. I didn't get back here to the house till 6:30. I'm like, I am wore out. Just don't transfer it into your name. Yeah. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Sorry. So how's Barrows and mostly old parts and Rusk? Yeah, is it cold?
We got about 4 inches out there right now.
Did it do it again? Yeah. I saw that storm coming off the up north there. It was 80 degrees here Saturday and Sunday, and I was outside working all day, not on the truck or anything. I was just doing side jobs and stuff. And then today it's like 37 or something,
Yeah,
but I know
it's cold here.
I'm not taking anything away from Barrows. I know the weather up there is way more crazy than ours.
Then we went to make sure the speedometer worked in the 39.
Mm-hmm. Not happening.
Spun the drive gear out.
Oh, out of the transmission or out of the speedometer? Yeah.
So I got to pull the tail shaft.
Yep.
Pull it.
Oh wow.
Oh, you mean the worm gear on the shaft? It spun it off. Oh yeah, that makes it a pain in the butt.
Stupid plastic.
A little poly.
Mine's trashed on mine too. I need to find one. There's a question for you, Barrows. I got a C6.
Water. Yeah.
I got a C6, and I actually want the speedometer work somewhat accurate, and I went from like 308 gears to 430 for gas mileage. Same with the tunnel rim. Where can I find the right speedometer gear for that?
Summit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Summit and Jegs, you can call them and tell them, and they usually can get it really close.
Yeah, they'll need your tire diameter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
74 inches.
Jesus.
Wow.
I'm going the Barrows monster
Damn,
truck route.
Barrows, you give him some of your old tires.
Yeah.
Thing will make 3 revolutions down the 8th mile.
Exactly. So,
What kind of gears you running with it?
430.
Don filled up for 69.93.
28-inch tall tire.
That won't be too bad.
No, that'd be just about right.
Yeah, I ran 56s with a 28, and I think it was a little too much for it. But I was wearing a small block Ford. It didn't work real well up top. So,
Well, I run out of RPM about 6,500,
mm-hmm.
and 430s and a 28-inch tire gets me right almost at red line at the 8th mile.
Yeah, that's good. What else we got? Ford might have them. Dan said, yeah, they might still have them.
I'll check on that because I know that.
But yeah, usually you can just
I gotta let the dogs out. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. I'll probably do the same thing because I've heard them boofing. But
Is yours a ribbed C6?
Yes.
Good case. Very, very good case.
It's a good case. It's a 68
mm-hmm.
case. But the only problem is why I haven't really updated anything on rebuilding it. So we've got all the internals and all that built. Still got to do the valve body. But I ordered one of the billet R servos,
Mm-hmm.
the real high performance one. And I go to put it in and it doesn't seat all the way. And the 68 case, that little rib on the inside, it doesn't go down all the way. So I set it aside and I'm going.
I always ran C4s and I had a pan fill C4 and I bought the servo for a case fill and same thing, just that little notch. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know what.
As soon as you said that, I'm like, I've had that same problem.
Oh, when I bought it too, it said, like 67 to 92 or whatever.
Oh,
and then when I called them and I said, hey, this don't fit. And they're like, oh yeah, you got to get it machined. I'm like, no, I don't. So
I would have just made my own.
I would have went to the junkyard and found a later case transmission, and so and I hate saying this, what I might end up doing is finding a C6 from like a 74 or whatever.
70s, yeah.
And, tear everything out I've already done and start all over again. So
I think those are good to go clear to 81.
Something like that.
81, I think.
Probably, yeah, when they started. Yeah.
Ollie could tell you. That guy I hooked you up with, Ollie.
Yeah.
Ollie's garage.
So you know all that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Powerglide for the first time ever.
Ooh, that's the good stuff.
Yeah. I've always wanted one, but it's like, I don't know now, but a friend of mine has a bunch of, he ran a Glide in his drag car for many years, and he just bought one of the fancy all billet ones, and he's like, man, I got a valve body. He's got just piles of shit for me, so we'll be fine,
Well, you can buy that stuff dirt cheap.
Oh, yeah.
You can do anything you want to do to a Power.
The only thing I'm worried about is that's the one I got with that 283. Is it looks like it rolled over at one point and the linkage is really smashed. I'm like, I hope it didn't damage the case, So there'll be a video of me taking that apart and we'll see. But we can buy cases too,
Have you ever seen the Oldsmobile one?
Is that the one that has the 2 pumps?
That's the one that's kind of sideways.
Yeah.
That one is weird.
Is that so? I was reading about them, and they were talking about an air-cooled Powerglide.
I had a Studebaker air-cooled.
Okay.
A Borg Warner.
And then my dad was telling me that the old cast iron Powerglides had 2 pumps, and you could actually push start them. You put it in second gear, and you could actually push start the automatic. He said it was really strange. He said they were heavier than all get out. Probably like I had an FMX transmission. I didn't even know what it was one time. I thought it was a 4-speed, and I was like, no, that's a cast iron automatic.
I tell you, a weird transmission. I had a 68 AMX. It was a 390 Go Pack car, 18,000 miles. It's beautiful.
Wow.
And it had this weird like 1 or 2 year only Borg-Warner transmission, automatic. It was very strange. And I was going through this whole car, and there's this little actuator on the back of it. And without that actuator, it was bad. You couldn't shift it. You just couldn't put it in drive and go.
Really? Wow.
And those parts are hard to find on those cars. And it was just impossible to find. I found it, and the guy wanted way too much money for it. But
the automatic Corvairs. Oh man. Ew.
Yeah, those had to be air cooled. Yeah.
I think what was it, 2 years they did have them? They were like a big Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
man, Volkswagen had some weird transmissions. I remember one time I pulled one in. It had a shifter, like a standard, but it didn't have a clutch pedal. And what you did is you pushed down on the handle, and as you let up, that was the clutch on the shifter. You're like, it was
weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like the old Mopar.
Yep. And then what was I thinking of? Something else weird. Oh, Barrows might remember these. I had a Ford Granada, like a 78 or 79.
Oh,
and it had a transmission that looked like a C4, but it was
C5.
a Jack. It was a Jatco. Yeah, it was a Jatco. It was a Japanese transmission in a Ford.
Oh,
and you couldn't buy any parts for this thing.
Yeah.
And it broke, but how it broke was, I think somebody was neutral dropping it. This guy. And so when you would put it in, the drive, it was this guy right here. So when you would put it in drive, it wouldn't go. But if you would pull it all the way down to the low and just take off and just manually shift it, it was fine. But man, you put it in drive, it would do nothing.
Huh. Jayco's. Okay.
Well, I blew a 904 neutral dropping.
Oh yeah.
It cracked the case.
That's one thing I haven't done.
Yeah, that's right, Dan.
Hey, Chuck, what's up?
But I twisted off the output, and then I twisted off the input, and then the transmission went.
You think you want to go? Let's go. Come on.
I broke a input shaft on a 93 Mustang GT. Had 7 miles on it.
Oh.
7 miles.
Buddy of ours had it. And he was like, they told me if I put slicks on this thing, it'll run 1380s. He couldn't get it to run. And everybody was like, let Jason drive it. I was like, no. I said, I will break it. Don't let me drive it. I'm telling you. And they're like, oh, no, it'll be fine. I went up there and, I staged it and, put the loud pedal on the floor and sidestepped the clutch and it went tink. I was like, oh, told you. So it towed back to the dealer, and they're like, "That's weird."
Man, what happened here? I don't
know. So
must have been defective from the factory.
Yes, must have had a crack in it or something. But yeah, I was like, "I told you, I will break it. I got a heavy foot."
Yeah, I had a friend that had a Fox
great
body
big
Mustang.
Loose nut right
right behind the steering wheel. Yep.
I had a buddy that had a Mustang Fox body and just minor bolt-ons, and man, I think the clutch is slipping. You take it for a drive, we're like 18. And I am just hammering this thing from the dead stop. And every drop on it, Jason, it's getting looser and looser. You'd smell it. Yeah. And so I take him back to his house, and the thing is just slipping like crazy. What do you think it is? Yeah, you need a new clutch, man. Are you sure about that? I am now.
Yeah.
I diagnosed it for you.
Yeah.
It needs a clutch.
Somebody might have been really running it hard.
Well, then he tells me later on that, my dad and I just put a clutch in it like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, that is weird. So I helped him pull it apart, and they did something wrong. The surface just looked like someone threw gravel at it. It was so bad.
Yeah, burned up and pitted. Yeah, they have like
it was bad.
Hairs all over it and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gross. It was bad.
It always smelled like burnt peanut butter or something when you burn one.
Oh, clutches.
It's got a distinct smell.
Yeah, they stink. Yeah, you knew it was oh yeah, that's not brakes. That's a clutch.
Yep.
I built a 408 stroker for my buddy, and he said he wanted 600 horsepower. So we put 360-1s on it, big 750 HP.
Nice.
Headers. puts all this in a very stock bodied, stock suspension, 69 swinger 340, 4-speed.
Ooh.
355 gear car. And he does put Caltrax on it. He brings it out to the house and he goes, "Man, I want you to drive this." And I'm like, "I don't want to drive it."
Yeah, you're like, nope.
I said, "I don't want to drive it." And he did have his regular tires on it then. He hadn't put the drag radials on it. And he's like, "No, I want you to drive it." And I said, "Dude, you know how I drive." and he said, "It won't be a problem." So we back this thing out in front of the house, and I back it up, and I'm like, "Are you ready?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, no problem." I spool it up to 6,500 and sidestep the clutch in first gear. I did 6,500 in every gear. He left imprints where he grabbed it. He's like, "I'm never doing that again." I said, "I told you."
I told you. Yep.
I was like, "I'll just take it and I'll just drive it real easy." He goes, "No, drive it like you would drive it." And I'm like, "Oh no, you don't. You definitely don't want me to do that."
Yeah.
No, that's.
You told me to go all in.
Man,
My buddy
I will
go all the way in.
I took my driving test, and I get in the car, and the guy's real cool, and he's like, "All right, just drive like normal, And I was like, "Okay, where's the drive-through?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No, that's not funny." I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
Oh man.
Yeah, my buddy got his Hellcat. He had me drive it. I'm like, "You sure you want me to drive your Hellcat?" And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead and drive it."
Like, nope.
After
Patrick,
I drifted it once, he didn't want me driving it anymore.
That was your one.
This is probably like 2008-ish. A friend of mine, he had really never been in muscle cars, and he spent a few years restoring a 69 Swinger, 344 speed. Nothing crazy, but he didn't really know how to do a burnout or even really drive a stick. So we're at Mopar Nationals, Bryce Road, and he goes out there and tries to do something, and it was just like embarrassing, right? And I'm like, "Look, let me show you how to do a burnout," right? And it's kind of the same deal. I just let her eat, as hard as I could and get back. And he's like, "Let me try it. Let me try it." I've never heard an engine rev so high. It's like he wasn't even paying attention to the RPMs. I mean, everything. He hits that thing, does a burnout, turns around, does another one, and just heard this horrible, horrible noise. He just overspun it. And it was a fresh motor. And I'm like, "Man, you gotta like kind of pay attention there, man."
My buddy's 408. We built it, broke it in. It had a pretty good size. This is a mid 500 lift hydraulic roller in it, and we had it out here, and I drove it that one time, and then he was driving it later on, and he, I mean, it's a 408, 360 based, and it's all forged, and he got on it real hard in third gear in town, and looped it. And it scared him so bad. I kid you not. He looped it on a Tuesday. He didn't hit anything. And Saturday, the engine was out. Sunday, it was down to a short block, and he was selling pieces off of it.
Oh, come on.
Dang.
Like, dude, that's so wrong. I almost bought the short block, but I don't know. I really wanted the 360-1 heads. I mean, he got a killer deal on those when he bought them. He bought the heads and intake all together, and it had really good parts on it. I should have bought the whole thing. That was right after I bought the $1,200 X block that had cracks in the mains and just a giant paperweight.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I have two more now. One NOS X block that after I bought it, I couldn't take it to the machine shop to have it finished board. So then I went out and bought another one.
Oh man, I don't know what happened here.
You turned into a logo.
Whoa.
Oh. Uh-oh. Jason went bye-bye.
He's going corporate on us.
Yes, Jason's live feed, and we just took it over.
Uh-oh.
Push the blue button.
He's gone.
Got the red wire.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have hired a colorblind electrician.
Yeah, no kidding.
That'll get you every time. I worked with one when I was an electrician.
Really?
Yes. He couldn't distinguish blue from black.
Oof.
Can you guys hear?
We can hear you, but you just look like a logo.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
You have the Jeff syndrome.
Yeah. It's called an ID10T error.
Oh, wait. I think I know what happened. The camera came unplugged. Hold on a minute. What the fuck? I do.
I have a guest with me. It's another Jeff. He's gonna be learning how to drive here in about what, 2 years? Yeah, maybe next year. You'll be 14 next year, so you can drive.
No, mine's just dying to drive.
My daughter
She's 15. She's just dying to drive.
My daughter was not dying to drive. She was. It took her a while to really come around to it.
Bear with me.
Well, see, I screwed up. I raced with her in the car.
Yeah.
And it changed her whole attitude. She's like, I gotta have a car now.
There you go.
Why is this camera not on?
Have you seen the video of me racing the Monte Carlo?
Yeah.
I think my camera died.
She's in the car with me during that race.
Oh, nice. Nice.
What in the heck happened?
Patrick, I'm a little upset because, it had been raining and washing more salt off, and I'm like, oh, there's going to be more rain coming. It's supposed to warm up. Now it's going to be extremely cold Friday and Saturday, and they're calling for 2 or 3 inches of snow. So that means they're just going to re-salt flat the roads, and I got to wait another month, and it's like.
I know. It's the same thing here. My nephew ended up getting his car out on Saturday, his GT Mustang, and he said he took it out, drove it around a little bit, washed it, and put it back in the garage. And I'm like, man, I should have done something like that, but by the time I open everything up, drag the trailer out, it's too much work for
So it's like, yeah, that sucks. Because my dad was like, hey, I'm gonna get the car out. You want to change oil and all that for me? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, it ain't gonna be this weekend. And that's when I saw the weather. I'm like, crap, because I was gonna do a good burnout video and all that.
Sure.
Because we're gonna start doing.
Can you guys still hear me?
I'm hoping it's gonna be nice on the 19th.
I'm gonna try and connect with my phone. My camera just literally died. It's nothing. I've tried to unplug it and plug it back in, and I don't know what the hell happened.
Hey, John Wilburn's in the house.
Weird.
Hey, John, I'm having major technical difficulties here.
Hey, John, you just need to give me that 904. I bet you I can break it in like 20 seconds.
Neutral to drive.
7,000 RPM neutral drop.
Nope. I can foot brake them and break them. I twisted mine off. It was on a foot brake at the track on 20 psi, and that was on my drag radial. So that was a 323 gear with a 30-inch tall drag radial. I twisted off the output.
Oh
wow!
And then the next spring, yeah, it did. I was as soon as I pulled my foot up and stood it, put my foot to the floor. I was like, man, it's going to be a pass. And then it was the craziest thing. It was just like the power was just going away, and I'm like, something's happening. And I just backed out of the throttle. By the time I backed out of the throttle, it twisted it clean off. There was no connection between the transmission, and I thought I maybe broke a rear end or something. But then it was smooth going back, when they drug me back to the pits, and it was just the output.
My camera died.
Your camera died?
Yeah, I have no camera. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah.
And then the
like
next
I can hear them and they can hear me. Let me turn my mic off, you guys. Carry on. I'm working here.
Then the next spring, I put a new PTC converter in it because I was getting a lot of I was blowing through the converter, and I was on the street, but I was on concrete, and I stood on it pretty hard. I was on 15 psi in town, and twisted off the input shaft inside my brand new PTC converter.
Dang.
Yeah,
you hard on transmissions.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm hard on
you need to build a really vintage build and do a clutch flight.
Oh no. I like my feet where they're at. I did shoot video today for the 950 HP. I shot video of it, and it'll probably be a couple days before I want to get that one out. But yeah.
There you go. Back.
Hey, you're back.
He's back.
You're still muted.
Still muted.
You can hear me.
There you go. Yeah.
I think the port on the back of the computer died because it was plugged in, and it was just all of a sudden it was like it just quit. So lucky me. Now I got to figure out which mic I'm on.
If we were to screenshot you right now and put you in the 80s, your nickname would be Tron.
Yeah, right. Let me make sure I'm on the right thing here. Yeah.
What you doing, Eddie?
I'm thinking. Which microphone? I've switched around so many things. Yeah, I'm on that one. Okay. All right, we're good. Sorry. Yeah. Let me turn that off. It just, it's like the power supply freaked out on it or something. Anyway, I was listening though. Yeah, your dog just. Yeah, John said his dog destroyed a USB. I'm sure I missed everything. Yeah, I heard you guys talking about breaking transmissions.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Sounds like Patrick's not going to drive anybody's cars.
Yeah, the most violent transmission
pay
explosion.
me to get in anybody's car.
Yeah. Like no, I'm
like, ride with me in one of my cars first, and then make your own important decision.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
I drive it like I stole it, and
that's the way to do it.
I was at ALB. I was at Mopar Nationals in Columbus when I was a kid, like one of the first ones. And there was a big old. It was when the Hemi cars would, the Hemi cars, like the shootouts, the what are those B stock automatics or B stock, whatever they are. Yeah. Well, so a couple of those guys were there. They were doing exhibition runs, and one of them was a 4-speed, the other one was a 727. And man, when he left, it stood straight up, of course. As soon as it stood up, you literally watched the pan of the transmission just split open, and it just, just guts everywhere. It came down. Blew a tire. Oh, it was a hot mess, man. What's up, Dr. Art?
Hey, Dr. Art.
I just had there was some comedy here with my equipment failing on me.
Yeah.
It was like that. Go ahead.
I broke my 904. It was in a 78 Aspen slant 6. The only way I get to spin tires is if I did a neutral drop.
Yeah.
We were sitting at the light next to my buddy. And I was like, watch this. And I revved it up real high and nailed it. The car went about 3 foot.
Bonk.
And then it looked like it was bleeding.
The best neutral drop car ever I've seen. A friend of mine in high school, he had an 80s Ford LTD. It was a 302, and you could do fish hooks in this thing. You put in reverse, floor it, and just keep your foot on the floor and mash it down in first gear.
Rockford. We
would do this all the time in this car, and this car absolutely just took a beating, and nothing ever broke on this thing.
Oh man, nothing. It wouldn't have lasted 30 seconds.
It was just amazing.
In one of the pictures I had, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there was a brown 77 Chrysler. Was my dad's, and it had a transmission had been reworked in it to pull the 27-foot Airstream he had. And I was at one point in time I was driving that back and forth to college, and it's like 8:30 at night. It's cold out. I pull up and I'm footing the thing, and I bumped it up into neutral because I had my foot on the gas to get it to warm up quicker, and it was cold out. I think it was in either late November or early December. I'm sitting here and I'm in not a very good part of town, and it's late. I'm tired. I go to pull forward and I drop the thing into gear, and I didn't even think about how hard my foot was on the gas. It must have been leaning in pretty hard because the car kind of leaned back, and I'm like, oh, I'm still into the throttle hard. And that's when the drive shaft broke, and it took both ears off the drive shaft and broke the yoke on the transmission.
Dang.
Oh man.
Oh,
the joint was laying in the street, and I had to push the car off the road and then call somebody.
We got a race between Barrows and Travis on there. John just posted it up.
What do you say here? Let me check. 446 and 441.
I'm back at 46.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I'm way down.
Let me check that one, Barrows, for you. Let's make sure John
I probably
up
am
pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, it's been real slow between like 410 and 440. It's been real slow.
Yep, 446 is what I'm showing.
446 pack.
See body abuse.
LB, that's not the only C body I've abused. I broke the 8 3/4 in my dad's convertible.
Oh,
You were doing something then.
Well, I like to do big sweeping power slides with the single track, and
that'll do it.
well, and the 440 and that's not stock. I mean, it's a runner, and I ended up. I think I tore the side gears out of it because it went from being a single track to like a spool, and I'm like, why is it making this noise when I'm turning? Well, it was the tires sliding, and I just kept driving it, and then pretty soon it was like, I smell something hot, and it's like, oh, that can't be good.
I was gonna say because I got a B body 8 3/4 in my Aspen, and I've run 800 horsepower through it with slicks on it. It's holding up.
Yeah.
I think once you chew the side gears up, that's when it had so much metal in it. The only thing I could save from it was the yoke on the pinion, the main body, the 49 case, and the caps and the adjusters.
Ooh.
All the gears and all the bearings, all that was completely trash.
Wow.
To clean out the housing, I had to use a toilet brush on the end of a stick with a drill on it to clean all the metal out of the back. My brother, there was pounds of it in the diff housing. I'm just like, holy cow! How'd all this get in there? So,
yeah,
got a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, once the weather gets nice, I got to finish off the tires. The tires on the back of the convertible, I think, are from 93 or 94. They're Goodrich TAs. They still look great, but man, I got to finish them off. So we're gonna have to do some serious tire abuse.
Ooh, hey.
I'm gonna hop off the live. I'm gonna eat
Yep.
dinner real quick, but I'm gonna stay listening and be in the chat.
Okay.
All right.
Man, I gotta
We'll
think
see
of
you,
I gotta think of a vehicle Patrick can't break. So I'll pop that in.
There aren't any.
Sherman tank, maybe?
Every single vehicle my parents have owned.
A1 Abrams.
I bet I can break that. It's just it's harder to do a reverse drop in it.
It's got a Duramax in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet there's a Chevy part on it somewhere. I can
there's lots of them. Yeah.
I'll see you guys in a few.
See ya.
All right.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah, my first car was almost a Chevy, a little 64 Chevy 2. We went and looked at it. It had a little 327 in it with a 4-speed, and we took it for a test drive. And it was for sale. And took it for a test drive. I was driving it. Got down to the end of the road. I had never got on it. My dad was with me. The guy did not come with us. And I pulled up to a stoplight. And I didn't even get on it. I was just kind of pulling one kind of normal. I was letting it warm up before I really gave it a whack. And it made all sorts of nasty noises, and it was barely running. I think you should go back right now. We barely made it back. And I'm thinking, man, my first car is going to be a broken Chevy. And we get back, and the guy's like, you say you rebuilt this engine, but if you did, you didn't do a very good job. It's got all sorts of bad noises on it. It had 5, 10 psi oil pressure on the way back.
Yeah.
I don't even think I ever had it in third or fourth gear. We didn't even. I don't even think we drove it a month.
Oh man!
But so we brought it back, and Dad's like, "Yeah, we're not buying that."
Yeah. No, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah. I ended up with a 72 Dart then, and boy, did I try to break it.
That's what you're supposed to do, right?
That was a good 327 too.
What John Wilburn say?
Yeah,
Travis, how many subscribers did you have around January 11th? Probably none. Well, no, I can't say none. But you probably didn't have very
what
many.
I had?
Yeah.
Like 125 or so.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I had one of the videos hit I was down to I don't know, 50 subscribers, 40, 50. And then a video, somebody shared one of my videos somewhere, and it got it got 42,000 views.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Just all of a sudden. And I got up to 120, 130. And then this hit, and that's when I really started taking off.
Nice. Let's see. What's going on, Dr. Art?
Oh, nothing. Just recovering from work.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I missed the live last night. I don't know how.
The what?
So I missed your live last night.
That it happens, you know. I mean, you can't sit on YouTube all the time, you know.
Oh yeah, but I usually have it up, you know, and I'm doing other things.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you, so I don't know why I didn't get the notification.
It's,
you know, sometimes it pops up and sometimes it you know,
right.
It's strange.
No.
Because I'll do that. I'll be searching for it, and then sometimes you click on the link and it's like it's waiting. It's got like 2 minutes or whatever, and then you're like, no. Then you go back and it's like, oh, they've been on for 5 minutes, and I been watching a blank screen pretty much. So yeah, you know, that's how it goes.
That's okay. We had a good time. You were there in spirit. So.
Yep. The rest of us were there acting up.
Yeah.
I was in the Keys.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of funny. The lives kind of calmed down before it was degrading. Now it's kind of come back up.
We definitely started out bad.
Yeah.
We powered through that section where John says you should end the live. And now we're back.
So John was wrong on that. If you just power through it.
Yeah. See.
Just keep going.
And then my camera died. I had to figure that out. That was crazy. But I don't know. It was just something must be going on. I don't know. That stuff's all Greek to me.
Mm-hmm.
I just unplugged it and plugged it in somewhere else, and now it works.
You gotta do like a good IT person. Unplug it and plug it back in.
Yeah. Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It didn't work.
Repeatedly, usually.
Yeah.
By the time IT usually responds, you've already tried. You know, you've already done all the desperate stuff.
Yeah, I've tried everything. Control, delete, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I had the new cable installed today, and that guy, I had to reinstall the cable stuff because he just had wires just everywhere.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pulling cables out. Like when I pulled this cable through like 2 weeks ago, I bet I pulled 4 cables out that just were hooked to nothing. I'm like, what the heck?
The whole outside of my house was like a big spider web of previous coax cable.
Wires and coax.
T's and coax.
Yeah.
I was just filled my whole recycle bin up. Here, take this stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I got one modem thing upstairs, so all the other cables I took out.
Mm-hmm. That's what we have. Like in the back of the house, all of them come. This one comes around behind me, and it's right to here, and then another one goes. My daughter's
in a box,
here.
and cables in another box, and cables all up. It looked like.
I mean, it's nice.
What I need to do.
It's nice when you can just run on the Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi wasn't good enough to do lives and stuff. It wasn't stable enough, so it's pretty good now, though.
Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I need to run a T100 line across my living room. I have it over here in my chair.
It works.
Wouldn't be that hard.
Nah. Yeah, half mine's laying on the floor. Just run behind everything.
I got dogs that wouldn't work. They'd be tangled up in it, chewing on it. They'd be posting a week.
Well, that'll probably happen. You're probably right. Or my cat will get a hold of it. She likes to eat everything. So
I've got 100-foot Ethernet that goes from the closet down here up the stairwell and across over to my computer because I work from home.
Mm-hmm.
It'll soon be 4 days a week instead of 3, but not that I'm
spaghetti.
That's what I'm going to run out to the shop, run an ether out.
Yeah, get you some good like Cat 5 or Cat 6 or 7.
Get stuff.
Yeah, Levi had a good question. He said, "Do you guys use tags to try and get more people to search what you're putting out?" Yeah, I try to, but not all the time. But I try to. Yeah, and I think it works.
When I remember to do it, yeah.
Yeah, when I remember to do it, I do.
I usually just copy it from one of the other videos.
Yeah, well, and that's good too. Yeah.
And fill out your description.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes I just leave everything blank, and I'm like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "Oh, you didn't do what you're supposed to do." Ding, ding.
Well, hopefully with this new internet, maybe it won't take me 3 hours to upload a 10-minute video.
Don't plan on that.
It's sometimes it's terrible.
Taken me was like 8 minutes. That was a 15-minute long video.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast. And I think it's YouTube that's doing it. It's not us.
Well, the thing is like my old internet, I was getting like 14 down megabits per second, and like anywhere from 2 to 5 up.
Mm-hmm.
And then now with this new internet, I tested it. It's 94 down and 36 or 38 up, so it should be a lot better.
It's about stable, yeah.
Yeah, I think mine's right now. I think mine's 160 up and 75 down.
Yeah, I don't know what this one is, but it's much better. I don't even know what's coming into the house, but yeah, it definitely works. Yeah, tags do work. The description works. If you've got any keyword inspectors, like when you're going to do your title, I would highly recommend doing that.
Yeah, I got two, buddy.
Yeah,
that works pretty good.
Yep.
I've never used that. Does that you think that's worth it? Or
well, I got the free stuff, so
yeah,
I didn't pay.
That's all I use. Yeah,
it's worth it for free.
It's nice for making thumbnails and the keyword inspector.
Thumbnails.
Yeah, and the keyword inspector. Yeah.
Really? Because I just make thumbnails on I do it on a PowerPoint screen and copy and paste it. And
John's got a 6-speed. He's got 5 down, 1 up.
Yeah.
Now I can do a thumbnail in like 2 minutes. It's just done.
Some people are tagging painting pictures, mowing grass, and professional wrestling with no-name nationals. I was afraid that was going to get misused at some point in time.
You know,
I was thinking about using like naked women or something. Women gone wild.
That's like some of my videos. A lot of shorts I put out and stuff. I'm like, I'm not tagging them in no-name national. That doesn't have anything to do with it, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Levi said he's trying more now. 2 hacks. Yeah. Yep.
So I'll throw out a question. Is anybody thinking about 2023 yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I was better in 2022.
I've been searching for an arrow.
Who we got in here tonight?
Ever since
we got? Oh, it's John.
I came here for one thing. This was in front of me at Walmart.
Oh.
You're welcome.
They're shutting us down now, guys.
You're welcome.
Have a good night. He jumps out.
That's just wrong, John.
It's hit and run.
To destroy our feed.
I think we got mooned.
I believe so, and not in a good way.
More like mood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait a minute, John. Where'd you see my sister at?
Bad.
Sorry.
Travis going pee to bed tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my sister's 5'2" and close to 500.
Just remember, John, there's paybacks. Of course, he won't let me in. He'll know better than that. He'll be like, "No, I'm not letting him in."
Yeah, you go and try to bump John's and he doesn't let you in.
You're like, "No, not letting him in here at all." It was a hit and run, yeah, definitely. Ethel, get your clothes on.
Wow, that's an old one.
Oh yeah, that's a real old one.
Dan.
Boogity, boogity.
Boogity.
I'm gonna have to look that up on Spotify. I hadn't heard that in years. Anyway, back to 2023.
Yeah. What was okay? Back to before we got.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a Plymouth Arrow to put a V8 in.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I know somebody that's got one.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know who's going to have it.
With you?
Probably this guy down here.
Who's that on the live with you? That was Hoopty Garage, wasn't it? No.
What's that?
Who was on the live with you with John?
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Big Mike.
Yeah, he was talking about it, and I got to thinking about it, and I'm going to do that.
Well, I didn't have to buy anything. Well, I did have to buy the carburetor. I need the carburetor for 2023.
Dust don't nah, you ain't getting shut down for that. Jed and I pretty much pushed the limit.
I've got all kinds of speed goodies, and it's tempting to put them on that Fairlane, but no, that's all for 2023.
I think that might have been a picture of Throbert Hot Dickens. Dr. Art wasn't here for that one. He's like, what are you guys talking about? I don't even want to know.
You do not want to know, Dr.
Really, I mean, if Jeff would just do a channel with those skits he was talking about,
yeah,
it would go viral.
I was going to tell him, like,
he would blow up.
He can have 2 channels on one Gmail account. And like,
yeah,
he could just do total stupid stuff like that and be fine, you know?
Oh yeah, it would blow up. He'd have a 1 million subscribers in no time.
LB said so much for dessert.
Oh no, come on.
Got no more appetite.
All right. Yeah, we're degrading again.
Does anybody smell popcorn?
Just the butter.
Just the butter. Oh. Go viral and go to the padded room. Yeah. Go to your safe spot. Go to your happy place.
64 people. What are you doing? 64 people.
Go find the 64 people you haven't offended yet. Jeff says after no name, he'll do it. Yeah, just do it now. You got plenty of time.
If you do it now and somehow get no name into that, man, you'd.
Yeah, John said they're already putting big time wrestling and freaking mowing grass and stuff on there.
Picture of Holland Tunnel.
Cabral's probably got his hot rod lawnmower on there. Excuse me.
That's what he needs to put in for next year is have a riding lawnmower race.
The picture of the Holland Tunnel.
Because they got the monkey bikes this year, do a lawnmower race next year.
Yeah. Good riding lawnmower race.
Well, I don't want to spoil my future video, but I'll make a comment about my 2023 entry. It will be a drag race car.
Okay. Got it.
It's going to be a show car. I don't build those.
Right. Yeah, we're not good at building those either.
I hate that nice of paint. I'll just end up scratching it.
Yeah, I hate like my brother's car. He's got this Rob, my brother Rob that's on here sometimes. He has this black Camaro and they did a lot of body work to it. So it's like a sheet of glass. And I'm like, that thing's too nice. I don't even like being around it. I'm going to scratch that sucker. I'm too clumsy.
No, if you paint your car with a chicken, you don't have to worry about it. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
My show cars have got bullet holes. What you talking about?
Manscaped commercial. No name nationals. Shave your balls. I want to see a Manscaper commercial.
No.
Be careful what you wish for, John. You never know. There's some wackos over. He would have done mower racing this year, but Dallas was afraid to get out of hand. Yeah, it probably would have got out of hand.
Man, I'd have to pull my old snapper out of retirement and weld the pulleys back together. That thing would do like a big 2 foot high wheelie.
Yeah.
10 feet before it comes back down, as long as the pulley doesn't split in half.
I broke it. I had an old Huffy, like 8 horsepower. I broke the transmission in it, neutral dropping it, just jamming it in gear and doing wheelies. That's cool. It's cool. And then all of a sudden it was like, it doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to do that to the mower when we finally got a riding mower. I do stuff like that to it, and then when it break, I get to the push mower, and that'd be really PO'd. So then I'd drop the push mower on a stump, bend the crank or something. Because I hated doing the push mower. I did that one time. Dad's like, I'm thinking to myself, well, we don't have any other mowers. I'm safe. Dad's like, go back in the back.
Yeah,
he pulled out a real mower.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He said, "Get your ass out there and start mowing, boy." My gosh.
Same thing happened to me. I thought I'd be smart and just kill the mower. Like, nope. Here you go. You won't kill this one. It'll kill you.
That's no joke, man. I had to save up allowance for like 2 weeks before I had enough money to buy a crank, and he made me tear it all apart.
Yeah.
Put the new crank in, and he's like, "You tear this one up, back on the pusher." I'll tell you what.
Brian said, If people get offended at the weird hour, I don't want them as subs. He said, I'm working on stickers that say I'm here for the weird hour.
That might be illegal in some states.
Yeah, it might be. Not Nevada, though. It's fine. It's a whole weird hour there.
Yes.
People getting offended with everything.
Nevada's weird.
Like the anti-politics guy.
They're like wide open on some things, and other things they just nail you to the wall on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Things you would think were okay there. Nope.
Yeah, it's like, marijuana's legal there, and it says, no smoking in public marijuana, no smoking marijuana in public. They don't care, but yeah, it's weird. Anti-politics. Question mark?
Mm-hmm.
Nevada. Oh, yeah. What do they call it? Lost wages.
Well, the way that everything is out there. I was out there in 2013. That's where my little blue duster comes from.
Mm-hmm.
It was originally from California when Dick Landy had it, and then the guy that Dick moved to Vegas, and that's where I bought it from.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a Cannonball Run trip. We left on a Tuesday, and we were there on what was it? Thursday afternoon. Picked it up. Yeah.
Came right on back. Yeah.
Pretty much came right on back. Stayed Thursday night. Picked it up on Friday morning.
Did you come down through McCall, New Meadows?
We went through Denver on the way out because we didn't have a trailer. Because when I bought the car, I got the trailer too, and then when we came back, we went the southern route. One of the reasons I know the date so well is I know it was the 27th of September was a Saturday because all the national parks are open for free, and we wanted to go to Grand Canyon. And the plan was we were going to drive to Williams because that's at the main entrance to the Grand Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
We went through Kingman, and we got 2 hours because it's about 4 hours from Kingman to Williams, and we got about 2 hours in, and that's when we realized that there wasn't any hotels in Williams or any surrounding area, and we had to turn around and drive back to Kingman.
Oh, no.
Dang.
Yeah, so you leave Kingman and go through like all those little towns like Show Low and all that kind of stuff through top Arizona. There's nothing out there.
Dustville said they
I utilized the truck so bad on the way back that it was like 2 quarts low on oil, and get up the next morning and check it. Like, oh man, I don't have enough oil to fill it back up. So we had to, putter over to a place, and I bought a case of oil just in case.
Oh yeah. That guy pissed me off. John said he called him out. Yeah. Good for you guys. I must have missed that one. He didn't leave.
He didn't leave, but he was quiet.
Shut him down, yeah. Well, if he's still there, that's good. That's watch time. So
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care who's on.
Yeah, I don't mind either.
Mm-hmm. They can watch reruns. They can do whatever they want, as long as run my time.
I mean, if I don't like what they're commenting, I can block them too.
Or you put them in timeout, and if they come back and play again, and then just
There used to be a way you could block them where when they were typing a comment, it would show up here where they were typing. And they thought they were commenting, but actually, when you guys are seeing, you wouldn't see it.
I wouldn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he would see it and think, "Oh, I'm commenting," and then it's like, "No, I blocked you." But yeah, it's different now. But it's fine. I don't care. Tom Muse says who? I don't know who it is. Some politics guy.
It was Brian.
He'd have loved last night then.
Should have asked him if he knows Brian Cabral. Yeah, last night got kind of weird, dude. Mm-hmm. I wasn't on for a whole long time. I said, I got this. I finally went to the doctor. I got bronchitis, so they gave me some stuff to clear me up. But yeah, I just
it started about the price of gas, and then it went.
Oh yeah, it did. It went. Everybody got really heated all at once. And Art was like, "Damn, that escalated quick." I
had one of my people I have in for training. He he was watching that last night. He goes, "What went on there?" And I'm just like, I don't. I just that's the way they go. They just take their own life and they go wherever they want to go.
LP said, "Hey, good news. Blended gas futures are almost $3.75 a gallon. Whoops, wrong chat."
Yeah.
He didn't want to get that one fired up again. Uh-oh, the safety Nazis.
19-second car needs
a parachute.
Parachute for being safe.
You need to get one of those little ones, like when we were kids. Remember, we'd wind it up and throw it, and it was a little man, and just put it on, like,
little
put that on the back of the car and just let it flop around. I saw a guy do that once. It was a prank. His buddy was bragging about how fast it was, like an old Barracuda or something, because it had a real short deck lid. I think it was like one of the old, like, bubble window Barracudas, and so he walked up, and he always left his key in the back, so he could check the gas or whatever. And he had one of them little parachute man. So as he's going around the corner in the water box, he stuck it in there to shut it. He's going down the track, and it's just spinning.
Little mini parachute out the back.
Yeah, people were taking
a mile an hour.
It was hilarious, man. How far in the future? Yeah, the stickers on the gas pumps. I did that.
I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, where he's pointing at the side. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blended future prices for this month. Go see and make groups. See all the filter. Okay, well, all I know is I went to the pump and it only let me pump 15 gallons of diesel. I'm like, what the heck?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's totally crazy.
I need that hat you got on now, Travis. I need to get me one of those hats. Yeah, that one.
Heck, I think we put over $80 in my 1500 Ram, but I did have a 5-gallon gas can I filled.
Oh, good. Yeah. I didn't see any signs or anything that said, limit.
Are you sure it wasn't your card that cut you off?
No, my car doesn't have a limit on
it. Okay.
So yeah. Because just night before last or whatever, I put like $100 of gas in the other truck.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, because I had to call my bank on that one whenever gas went up the first time. A few years ago, I had to call my bank and say, no, I got to get this much gas. So they opened it back up.
Yeah, it stopped it at it was 15 gallons. It was like $73.68. It was some weird number, I was like, that's strange. Because I have ran it to the limit before, I think it's 125 here in Ohio or something.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm sure probably on the news tonight they'll be like, hey, breaking news. Yeah, we're rationing fuel. Oh, great.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Turbo Blue hit $9.20 a gallon today.
For the 24th time, a big wheel can pass your car on the big end. It doesn't need a roll cage. Two hacks said he sent me. Okay. Let's make sure you send it to the right account. Turbo Blues, $9.20 a gallon. Yeah. I think the last time I bought Turbo Blue was $5 a gallon. That tells you how long it's been since I've bought race fuel. Oh, my phone is blowing up.
That's one of the reasons I took the 13 1/4 race engine out and put a stock compression Magnum in with a turbo.
Oh, my daughter's going to the
$9 and $10 a gallon 110 race gas. That's
eats up money in a hurry. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Well, I gotta put my magnifying glasses on here.
Well, guys, it's been great talking to you for tonight.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Patrick. Have a good night, man.
You guys, see ya.
Take care.
That's a good looking offie you got.
Well, that wasn't mine. That was Heaven's Mopar's.
Oh.
Yeah, he said it was a Y-end, and I'm like, I looked at the picture and I'm like, that's not a Y-end. That's an offie. If I had that, I would really wish it was a Y-end. That's the one I want. But yeah. Take her easy, guys. Have a good one.
Take care, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye. It easy.
You too.
Trying to find.
That's right. He's the one that caught it before I did. When I was making my comment.
What the heck? Let's see. I got Travis on here.
Can't find him.
No, Jeff, he might have sent that to the wrong peoples.
Remember Cam 2 being $2.99 a gallon for their longest time.
Yeah.
And wondering who could afford it for their streetcar. Yeah.
Uh-oh, some old lady in Mississippi is going to get some kind of weird thing on her Instagram.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh wait, no, here it goes. I got to accept it. What the hell? Let's go here. This is all new to me, guys. Anyway, so.
Yeah, that's why I don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm mainly doing it just so we can communicate. Like if you guys want to, send private messages and stuff, and everybody can get back and forth. Oh, what did
I can barely figure out Facebook.
Yeah.
And that's just to drop a video and get out.
Let's see. Look at this pimp. It's probably going to be hard for you to see. He's got like these bright gold glasses on. Here he's riding a cow or something. Yeah, it's hard to see. The camera's not the greatest. That's hilarious. Let's see what else he sent me. Oh, that's not. See, and then I got these chicks sending me messages I don't want to talk to. Like I don't want that. That's pretty good. Yeah, he's got like these big, like gold, like the Louvre glasses, like he used to get at Spencer Gifts. He's got like a pair of those on. He's like the pimp. I hope it wasn't sent to some of his officer family. Bought the same in the fall. It was $9.99. Yeah, that's why a lot of guys they buy the racing fuel by the drum and keep it at their house, and that's what my buddy does because he has to run the the high octane stuff, and he just buys a drum and then just pumps it himself. And
it only hurts once then when you buy the drum.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I'm sure he's really going to be hating it this year if he's out. Yeah. I was like the guys that run alcohol, man, they go through that stuff way faster than gasoline. Yeah.
Literally water running it through it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I'll see guys get an alcohol delivery. It'll be 4 drums, and they're like, "Yeah, that'll last us 2 weeks." I'm like, "Damn."
Barrows, did you come up with some monster truck videos you could scavenge off, maybe VHSs or something, or?
Working on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they got some file footage. Jeff's causing problems again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you type in Thumper monster truck, a lot of them will come up from other
people. Will they?
Yeah,
I did. That's when like I said, I started putting two together when I found out how to spell your name and everything. And I found the Thumper and your dad and stuff. It's pretty cool.
We were always so busy that I'd had no time to run a camera. I was the floor man.
Oh yeah, at that time.
I was running the pits, everything. I was moving.
Yeah, because you were changing tires and all that good stuff, weren't you? Yeah. Buy one's cry like a Yeah, how much is nitrous? I don't even know. It was like $15 a bottle, I think.
It's like it's a little more than that.
Yeah, it's been a while since I did that too.
I think the last time I filled a 15-pound bottle, it was 20-pound. It was like $60.
60, okay. Yeah, we used to have a go to monster truck photo album. Lots there, John says.
Thumper monster truck. What's it? Oh yeah.
Oh, look at this. You guys are gonna like this. John, are you on here still? Because look who's on here. What's up, Don?
I figured I'd get more talking done this way than texting on the side.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell has froze over.
Yeah, you got a lot of. Yeah, there's a lot of Thumper monster trucks. You can just
seeing you, Don.
download it on. Yeah, reload it onto your channel. Then what are they going to do? Copyright you? It's your truck.
Probably.
Yeah.
Knowing them, that's what they'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the comments.
You see it? Yeah. Over on the left. Yeah.
All right. I'm usually just a spectator here anyway, so I'm gonna sit down here in the corner and watch everybody.
No worries. You can get right in here, Don.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
How's it going, Don?
Don was the
Good
first
to finally
one.
see you.
Yeah.
Number one, Jason.
Yep. He's the first one to ever comment on my videos. He was.
Yep.
I can't tell you how many lives I did, and it was just me and him, me in the garage, talking to him.
Well, at least we each had a friend back then.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh crap! Here goes the neighborhood.
I was looking in the official book here, and
what about
and
parachutes?
I got this registration that belongs to a guy named Jason's Garage Inc. And I thought about texting the picture from Walmart to that number. I didn't know if I should, but I thought about it.
You should, because I won't know who it is. Won't know who it is. I'll be like, what the heck is going on here?
If it's not in the book, the book turned out pretty good.
Yeah, it did. It was good.
I
forgot I gave you my phone number. Now I'm in trouble.
I thought about texting it to you.
You got my phone number, my address, my email. You probably got everything now, don't you?
I could anyway.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I had this girl steal a car one time from me. And she moved to Oregon with some internet boyfriend out in Oregon. And I found her out there and had her served.
Oh.
And I waited until she came back here to visit her mother and got on a Greyhound. And as soon as she left, I had her served out there on the other end so she couldn't possibly get back.
Right.
And got a huge judgment on her by default.
Dang. Everybody's like, hey, Don. Hey, Don.
Yeah.
Don English.
You said send it to Austin.
Austin, a junkyard jet.
Yeah.
Hey, fun fact. I actually know what Don English looks like. This is an imposter, but since he knows none of y'all do, he can just put Don English.
I've seen it. I saw him on a live when you guys were in Carlisle. So yeah, I know what he looks like. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was when I was like, hey, I can finally put a face to a name when we saw
Don,
him.
when are we going to see the video drop that I have not said anything about and they don't know about? When's it going to drop?
I'm thinking closer to the beginning of next month.
Okay. Cool.
Good.
Excellent. I'll be looking forward.
Yeah, I'm taking notes and doing my research and.
Excellent.
Good.
It'll almost be all deserving.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'll make sure to share it.
Yeah. We all will.
Yeah, I just hope I get it right though. But I'm taking notes and I should have a teleprompter.
I'm shooting a video tomorrow that I think is going to be funny. But if something else lines up into place, it'll be really funny. And I'll should drop it on Sunday.
If you think it's funny, we're all scared.
You should be. You should be. You should be. You have no idea.
Now, I like your sense of humor, John. That's why I get along.
There are things that I would, anyway. It's much better or worse depending on how you look at it. We're sitting in the tent at Carlisle than on the internet.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I got a copyright strike for one coming up on Sunday. That's not good. If it ain't out yet, you already got a copyright strike.
How do you know? How do you know you have one coming up?
You must have scheduled it.
Did you already get it, or are you just guessing you do?
Yeah.
Most
John knows he's getting.
No, we don't. I've got plenty of people who hate my guts. Like Underdoggo, if he knew I was in here, he would watch just so he could report to Brian Cabral how much he hates me.
Oh, he probably does watch it actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I'm on his list. So yeah.
What does it take to get on this list?
Not much.
Oh, I'm on it, man.
Yeah.
I'm blocked over on Cabral's channel. Never even posted a thing. He blocked me proactively.
Mm-hmm.
You're associated with the Sanford, so
that's it. Underdoggo, if you're watching, you could deep throat a piece of rebar. I absolutely don't care. And Underdoggo, if you're watching, you come to the No Name Nationals, you can sit in the roped off troll section. We'll walk right up and interview you, and we'll give you the greatest gift of all. You'll be able to tell all that stuff to our face. How about that?
Yeah, yeah.
See how that goes.
We can shake hands.
Yeah, oh yeah.
More the merrier.
Yeah.
And wash.
Yeah. Well, I won't wash before I shake hands. Then I'll wash after I shake hands.
Well, now we're washing. We're washing because of the 90% of stuff they do on the internet when they're not trolling us.
This is true. This is true.
Man, I can't do it without the glasses.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
can
have
see
the
Danny
peepers.
Boyd being on that list.
Oh yeah.
So ProWorks engine stand, whose real name is Austin Rogers of 1004 Golf Road, Baxter, Tennessee. He hates my guts.
Is it just
What's his phone number?
I'm glad you asked. I'll tell you. I have it right here. I got it right here. You know, he used to make all these anonymous, ugly comments. And the number is area code 661-299-6587.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that's funny.
And if you call him, tell him I sent you. And tell him he can eat a whole bag of them.
I like Tom's idea. Take the trolls to the tree without earplugs.
There you go. There you go. Like, you guys can run the water box for us. How about that? Of course, they just spray the car. Ah. That would be hilarious. But they won't show up, so it's fine. It'll just be Brian with like, yeah, I got a call from my informant the other day. Someone's talking stuff about me. Everybody talks stuff about you. It's going through, but it can't be monetized. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't
Jason, you've got enough subs. You and Art have enough subs. You guys are bound to have some trolls.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
do.
we did. Yeah.
Who's in your troll farm?
Every live feed, about 2.5 hours, they get the Russians and they get some guy jerking off babies last night or whatever he was typing.
Yeah. I had one.
Bots don't count. Like Dr. Art, do you have any people who dedicate a portion of their life to hating what you do for no reason?
Oh, I get serial thumb downers and stuff like that. Yeah.
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 Now, I did have one. I had one that offended me, and it wasn't because they offended me. It was they started talking about my kids. I have 3 daughters, and I was like, okay,
there's a line.
There's a line, yeah, and I will find out where you are, like.
Well, I mean,
you could talk about anything, my dog, my cars, my wife. You start talking about my kids, though, then we have a problem. So, yeah. Should Robert pay a visit to Cabral? That would be it. That's what you need to do. Jeff needs to make, what's his name? It's Robert. Oh, shit. What's his name? Sorry. He has this alter ego, and he should make a video and send it to Brian.
Don English, is that LBP lead-based paint? That's what I see all the time.
It was when I was a kid, but nowadays it's Levi's Backyard Performance.
Oh, nice.
That's right. That's right. You got the hat. You got it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it showed up.
Hat quick.
Actually, I wore it to work today. It's great for concrete dust.
That's why Levi said that looks good, Don. Now we get it.
Lead
we
base.
figured that out.
Everybody here predates the ban on lead-based paint, January 1, 1978.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because we all. That's because we ate it all.
I ate as much as I could.
They don't make matchboxes like they used to.
Right. Yeah, the kids are way off limits. Yeah, but that was really like the worst one I had. I mean, I did. Yeah.
I've had people say
Robert
really
Hot Dickens needs to make a
stuff.
video about Brian Cabral. Yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
I've had them say really inflammatory stuff, and those I usually give them a good flaming dumpster fire send off. But the ones who are just, well, like I'll tell you one, and if he's watching Simon Cochran, you can go choke on one too. He has been commenting on my stuff for years, and on Tony's channel for years. And Dawn's probably seen him. Simon Cochran. That guy has never had anything positive to say, ever. Like, not one comment of his is anything except just something Debbie Downer and hating on everything.
Right.
Can't stand the guy.
But yeah, I've only had a couple, instances like that, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, people they leave stupid comments. You just go, thanks for watching.
Yep.
I don't tell them thanks for watching. I do.
I do. Yeah, I do.
I'll tell them where to go, because then they're definitely going to keep watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever gets the
if it bleeds, yeah.
You know what? Just Mopar Joe has finally started smacking trolls around a little bit on his channel. And he wouldn't do it for years and years, but he would, and I'll probably tell him, he would call me in for an airstrike every now and then. And say, check out this guy, right? Because he knows what's coming, right? But now he's starting to slap his own trolls around a little bit.
Yeah.
Crying but crawl.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that's what I called him, because he always makes up everybody's name. That's what I called him. I was like, it's Uncle Crying. That's hilarious that you said that. Yeah, Crying but crawl. Yeah, work on it.
Yeah, I'm not for sure that's exactly his name. He probably some variant he uses to hide himself.
Yeah. He's full of more what than.
Yeah.
I seen Uncle Tony did go off on one today though.
Oh yeah. He does every now and again. They'll piss him off. Yeah.
Usually he lets them kind of just screw off, but he nailed one today.
Mm-hmm. He's usually pretty. It's usually pretty good though. Like you said, it's like a dumpster fire. He just completely lets go on him.
Yeah, he's
here we go. Here we got a bot. You see my bot down here?
Mm-hmm.
Vargas Sandoval. Thanks, Vargas.
You know what though? There are commenters that can't post more intelligibly than that on purpose.
Yeah, more than that, 3 letters or whatever it is. Yeah.
LB, it's a 58 club sedan.
Oh, I know
Fairlane.
what he was talking about.
That's what car I'm doing.
Brian,
do we cheat him and how? Yeah, the lawyers. Yeah. Tony didn't drop a video today. Brian Epstein. Whatever. Yeah.
I used to have this obsessed troll years ago. What was his name? Sean. I have to think, but the guy must have had 30 accounts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they would be goofy names. It was always the same guy. You could tell by the grammar and the stuff that he posted.
Yeah,
and he would go all
the
over
broken English
looking for me to reply to me. And that was years ago.
Mm-hmm. I haven't really had any besides the bots here in a while.
Not too bad. No, not really. No serious.
I don't. The thing with it is I don't let them bother me anymore either. I'm just like, okay. I'm like Dr. Art. I'm just like, hey, thanks for the view. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I gotta go find one. I had an interesting troll years ago.
Yeah, like LB says, I don't want them to leave. I need the subs.
Well, no, the great thing is they'll subscribe to you with all 10 of their accounts.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's
I remember watching Tony's one night. It was the one when he was on with Dallas, so it was a Wednesday, and some guy got on there, and it was like really racial stuff. And every time they would block it,
probably Baron.
Yeah, it was like you said, it was like 12, 15 different accounts. They were just block.
Oh
block.
No, that's you get a big troll storm, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the worst thing is there are people who will cry about it and think we need more mods. No, here's the thing. This is one of the things people don't understand, okay? The real oversensitive people think it's just horrible that somebody sees that for 1 second when it comes on the screen. But the reality is this. There's no 7-second delay on live.
No.
Okay? So even though we're right on top of it, we keep our browsers current. Until it comes up, we can't block it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
So somebody actually can see it when it's on the very bottom when it comes
so,
in.
yeah, you don't need more mods because
No.
there's nothing any mod could do until it comes. We're sniping them literally half a second every time. We're on it. What they need to do is shut up about it, because the more people talk about it and call attention to it, the more people get invested in the comments. That's what they want. They'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they don't realize how they're harming us when they complain about that stuff.
Yep.
We are all over it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What's like
I found that one funny one.
I think so.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I bet it's not public anymore because I took my gun stuff and made it private. That's why.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had pretty funny one.
Tom says, was it the grammar or the 11 fingers in the keyboard? 11 fingers between two of them.
Yeah.
Well, right, he had 10 and I gave him 1. Worked out.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I'm going to hop off.
Dakota's timeout. Dakota is now 18. I want to say he was 15.
Catch you later, Dirk. Good seeing you.
Dakota was 15 or 16 when he first started getting on Tony's lives. And he'd get kind of rambunctious and we'd time him out. He used to complain about it. We thought it was funny. And then it got to where we would time him out just on principle. We'd proactively time him out.
920 time
and
out.
He made a thing out of it. Now he likes it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you watch a video I did a couple months ago where I was out at his place in Georgia, I timed him out live on the video. For real. Don saw that.
That's hilarious.
Hey, you know me. I'm here for all of them.
That's right. That's right. I watch as many as I can. Let's see. What is it? Yeah, didn't he make a screen name and it was Dakota's Timeout?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I remember watching that back when I started watching. Well, when Tony started doing lives, yeah. Yeah, I've had people send me that stuff like, why don't you let me be your mod? I was like, I have 5 and they're fine. I don't need any more.
A lot of people just want to be a mod for some reason. And it's not some glamorous thing. I mean,
I don't want
I could do it.
Don was my first mod.
There is something to being a good mod, though. And one
if
thing
you're trying to pay attention to the stream and pay attention to what's going on here, and then pay attention to the comments, you got to get lost, in translation there.
Like if you have too many mods, the problem is you'll get Jeremy, because 1, it's a car channel, and 2, I just you get a lot of weird comments, stuff like that, or it's not.
Dan said, "Oh, I'm stupid."
No. I'm looking for the one I put up.
Diane's
there it is.
Stupid.
I found it. I'll show you the live timeout.
No,
you got it on your phone.
Something you look forward to now, John.
Here it is. Here you go. All right, it was a fun tour. Had no idea they had that tractor here. That was really cool. I think we're forgetting something, though. Oh, I know. That was it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yep.
No, not much, Travis. You haven't missed much at all. We're just
that's funny.
Just being goofs.
I'm glad to see he's doing more of his channel a little bit. I haven't checked on it lately, but
Dakota could have a great channel. He really could.
Yeah, he did some cool stuff back in the summer. Steve's got. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. The downpipe thing is that I need. Art's out of here. Jeremy's out of here. The link for what?
He might want the StreamYard. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's probably is what he wants. Let's see. Let me try and do this without my camera crapping out. There you go.
Then I'm new to this. I'm half looking to type over here to the side, and all I got to do is talk.
Yep, that's it. Voice
you
to
can still
text.
type over to the side, Don.
Dan said he's got enough material. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, John's got a firearms safety thing, isn't it, John? I looked at you, put the link up that one night, and the guy said you were a California Highway Patrol or something. You were like, I am not.
No, this was kind of funny though. I mean, I got stuff, just funny stuff like this. I don't have them public. I used to do a small business video podcast, and we had these guys that at the Isaac Walton Range, right? And they're showing us their cool race guns and stuff, and their stuff wouldn't run the whole time, right?
Oh shoot, yeah.
So I've got one of his goofy race guns here, and that thing jammed and jammed.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
It
got stuck with the chamber of this 9.
It was Problem City.
Stove piping.
It was Problem City. So
Take it easy, Levi.
Then I went back out there with just my carry gun.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to work. He's like, mic drop.
Yeah. The funny thing is they didn't expect us to be shooters. They thought we were just like media people.
Mm.
All right.
That was funny. But I got some stuff like that that's just not public on the channel.
Good night, Levi. Thanks for the hat.
Yep. Take it easy, Levi.
That hat is cool,
Levi.
What is it? LBP?
Yeah.
Lead-based paint.
Lead-based paint.
That's after dark.
We all start drooling like, ooh, that base paint, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't had that since I was a kid.
Like Don said, they don't make Matchbox like they used to.
I traded a Glock.
That's
where that Studebaker came from.
LB makes an armorer's block for a Glock that keeps it secure to push pins out and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool idea.
That's cool.
My first Glock was at 43X, and I love that gun. It is an awesome gun.
I carry a 17 daily. And then my backup is a Smith & Wesson Shield.
Nice.
Oh, that's a question. Firearms at the track?
No, it's not a question.
Yeah. I thought about that the other night. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to ask that question.
No, exactly.
Don't ask, don't tell.
I don't disarm for anybody. So
right, exactly.
But I'm not asking.
Nope.
Why would I ask for a right I was born with to see if somebody's okay with it? I don't care if they are.
True that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like at work, it's a big no-no, but there's plenty around.
Oh yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's like I work for the county, and they're like, you can't have them on your person. You can't have them in your car.
You can't, or they don't want you to.
That's what they say. Yeah, but I can promise you there's at least one. I can tell you.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm at work, there's at least one.
Yeah, there's at least one there.
Let me tell you, America is wherever I'm standing.
By God,
all right,
yeah.
That's the way that works.
Yes, sir.
Well, I always thought the biggest mess up was the gun-free zones.
Sure,
not gun-free when I'm there.
Pickings.
Yeah, I mean that's the worst idea ever.
Yeah, I saw that video, Jeremy.
Today's society, you got it. Somebody's going to be carrying. My daughter carries.
Yeah. Yep.
She's a teacher.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. She should.
Yep.
My wife she's always been real shy around guns.
Pulls to the left a little. Is that what are you talking about, LB? You talking about people who flinch and think it's the gun?
Yeah.
My gosh. You know what? So when I taught classes, there was a gun store where I had my classroom set up for several years. He retired. He had health problems. But they would save the guns for me to shoot that people said weren't accurate. Okay? So there was a dude that brought a Smith & Wesson Shield in there. And this has been, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And the Shield had these aftermarket sights on it. And he insisted that the gun was defective. It needed to go back to Smith & Wesson. And he shot a whole magazine. He said a magazine, but it was a whole lot more holes in a magazine. He shot it off of a bench rest 7 yards. And the target, which was about letter paper size, looked like it had been shot with a shotgun at about 15 yards. That's what it looked like. Okay. No discernible group anywhere. Okay. I took it out back. I put one mag through it at 7 yards, freehand, freestyle, and we could put a quarter over the whole group. Okay. But the group was way up and right because he'd moved the sights to compensate for his flinch.
Oh, yeah.
So they took the gun in there. They put the sights back in the right place. I test fired it. It's on the money. And they said, sights have been restored to correct position. Gun now shoots exactly where factory intended. To fix the problem, take this class, and clip my flyer on his Dead serious. Dead serious.
That's awesome.
So the guy first, his answer to that, I kid you not, was, I need to send my wife to that. She needs to take it.
No, you need to go first.
His wife could be Stevie Wonder and she could shoot better than him. So he enrolls her in the class. I'm telling you, I could just shoot at the sound of a can falling over and get closer than he got trying. So the wife gets enrolled in the class, and I told her, I said, you know what? You don't bring him, there's no value here.
Yeah.
So anyway, you want him to come, even though he knew how to shoot.
We'll throw him in for free.
No, I've never done that.
And he, by the end of the class, he was doing okay. Okay, he was
I can see him here
okay.
Well,
Yeah, you can go
By
back.
the end of the class, he was shooting as well as a lot of the cop qualifiers I see.
Good.
I run those sometimes. That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
I think can't shoot worth a flip.
Yeah, I bet that is. He's probably like, oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, you see those videos, 15 of them shooting a full magazine, and the guy gets hit twice.
I don't want to.
Right.
They're blowing the windows out of the neighbor's house. And
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
And then the other 13 are addressed to whom it may concern, and they're
Right.
civil suits, and we pay for those civil suits.
Exactly.
How
Hey,
unfair
Wendy.
is that?
Wife Wendy's in the house.
Yeah, Wendy's here.
Wendy.
Hey,
Thanks
There
for
you
letting
are.
Don come out and play at Carlisle last year.
Oh, she's going with us this year, so
Good deal.
don't not.
and Missouri.
And
In
Missouri.
Missouri, yeah, good.
Yeah, Sykeston.
Good.
Yep, we are
Wait.
confirmed spectators at this
Nice.
point.
Okay, you're in the book. Wendy, if you're not in the book, you don't exist in this thing. Got to be in the book.
And what?
Oh,
book?
for the spectator.
Yeah, I gotta buy 4 spectator tickets.
I got it over here.
No, just hold it. There you
Oh,
go.
this is faster. We are confirmed. Can you upgrade to a participant?
I have to ask Dallas. All the money stuff I run through him, but we can definitely make sure you can participate.
Oh no, it's only 900 miles. It's just down the road.
Most pistols are accurate, and most
Hey, Steven,
people
I
who
didn't see you
think their
jump in
pistols
there.
aren't accurate just can't shoot
Oh
them.
man, I thought it was 8.
Well, I had what was that? It was a Taurus single stack.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I just couldn't grip it right, but I would watch the gun and it would jump in my hand. It was so thin, it was hard to grip.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you,
You want me to cope?
the
I know,
smaller
I'm
the
leaving
gun, the
Tuesday.
harder it is to shoot.
You can Wednesday, Tuesday. Let me get
So
we'll talk later.
okay.
I've got scars here from a Taurus.
If a small gun was as easy to shoot and accurate and all that same stuff, they wouldn't make full size guns. There's a reason they make
Right. Yeah.
They're much easier to handle.
Okay.
Right.
So I think that
Right.
a Glock 19, 17, something like that, that's what you call a fighting pistol. And about the smallest pistol you can really fight with is a Smith & Wesson Shield. When you get down to even a Glock 43, it's a little smaller. That's where they start to get hard to handle, and you got to start trying to do different stuff to handle and manipulate the gun.
Right. Well, that 43X has got the longer grip on it.
It does, but you know what? You'll hit the button if you're under stress. I'm not talking about at a range where it's 70 degrees
Right.
and you got your drink out and all. I'm talking about under stress. You know what you'll do? Your pinky's going to keep that mag in because you're going to hit the button and your hand's going to be clamped up. It's not going to fall out.
Yeah.
So you'd be better off to get the full frame with a flush mag.
And then you can, yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's why he's the teacher and we're the students.
Yes.
I've been doing this a long time. Long time. I get a lot of interesting folks. But, you know, right before COVID hit, I was trying to work out a rifle class with a group of guys from 82nd Airborne. And we had it all worked out. And then the COVID thing hit. And, man, their restrictions went nuts.
Oh, I bet.
And it just put the kibosh on that.
I think I know I read some of your stuff on a forum a long time ago. And it was funny. And then your name popped up on like Tony's feed one time. And I was like, why does that name sound familiar? And I was like, I know where I read it in the concealed stuff, the carry stuff.
Yep.
Ejection manifold.
Most of the old parts of Russ Patrick, yes, indeed. So there's Friday tickets and Saturday tickets, and you can save
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go let the dogs out.
Online. Two Hack says his snub nose J-frame 38 tucks nicely. Here's the thing, though. Most people say stuff prints. It's because this is what they all do. Check this out. This is what they all do. They crane way over. Yeah, that prints, but they're like leaning over. Look, well, anything's gonna print if you do that. If you wear something normal and stand up, it won't. If you want to know if you actually print, get somebody to film you walking in a building when you don't know they're filming you and you're walking naturally. You'll never know if you were carrying or not in that video. But if you bend around and look in the mirror, yeah, of course it's going to print.
Yep.
I carry a Glock 17 full size frame with the light on it, and I have never once had anybody ask me in all the years, hey man, you carrying a gun? Never once.
Or if they did notice, either nodding their head yes or shaking their head no. It don't bother me.
A million what 9mm, Tom? You've not fired that many.
See, that's the gun I had, that Slim 740. Or mine was a Slim 745. I didn't like it.
Come through class. We have everything come through class.
Wendy says, hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Wendy.
We have a fleet of Glock 19s that we use as loaners. So if you have a group fly in from somewhere, or you have mostly what we use the loaners for are either people who don't have their own gun or ladies who bring the gun their husband sends with them. That's a total piece of junk. Or somebody who brings something that just doesn't make it through a class.
Yeah, I did that with the wife once. She wasn't happy. We was sighting rifles in for deer season. And she was shooting a 22, and it's like I handed her the 50 caliber. She didn't like me the rest of the day.
She was kind of pissed off.
I told her, here, pull the trigger on this one, but hold on.
Yeah, an MP5 is the only way to get an insane round. That would still be even hard to do with an MP5. That would be really hard to do even with a sub gun. And then it has to be with somebody else paying for the ammo.
I'll tell you, the gun I miss, my uncle, I shot it, was a highway patrolman, Smith & Wesson. That was a fun gun to shoot.
I still like the old cap and ball.
Yeah, they're fun.
See, my dad has one of those, and it's a repop, but it's fun to shoot.
Dang, Tom, 800,000 in the Marines. Jeez.
I used to shoot those in cowboy action.
Those things are fun.
Yeah.
Cowboy, yeah. I wanted to do that with my kids. It's been years ago. I bought them a little lever action 22, and we never got around to doing it. The cowboy action.
Little Henry.
Yeah, they had a real nice. Yeah, and I have the 30-30 that matches it, so it was really cool. And the club I used to belong to, they had a really nice setup, and they had special days for the kids. They'd take them out and show them, and they'd all dress up. It was cool, but we just never got around to doing it.
It's a lot of fun.
Maybe I can get my grandsons. My son-in-law's on here. He took them out last weekend shooting 22s. I saw a video of it.
Oh, plinking.
Yeah, they're big enough now to do that.
They sell those. What are they? Crickets.
Mm-hmm.
They sell them different pinks and different colors.
Mm-hmm.
All different colors.
I need to do my next.
They came out.
I got to do the next random live on stupid firearms stuff. We could sure have a good one. Man, have I heard a lot.
Yeah,
I can think of a few stories myself.
Oh man, it's like the boat ramp. It's just an accident waiting to happen.
You know what? What? That's my favorite thing to do when I go to the coast is go to the boat ramp just to watch people who don't know how to launch.
Yep. It's almost as good as Walmart.
I can't think. There's had to have been thousands of divorces happen on the boat ramp too. I'm telling you, because people just lose their mind, and it's like it was hilarious. Yeah, there was one time there was a guy and a gal had gotten into it. They were both like, one had a jet ski, one had a boat, and they didn't know. Neither one of them knew how to back the boat in. So me and this older guy was next to me with our boats, and I mean, I had a big pontoon, he had a big boat. We literally backed in same time, like like synchronized swimming. And they were like, "That's the most amazing thing we've ever seen." And then they start arguing and words flying out of their mouth. And we had the kids and the wives and everybody, and finally, I had to get off the boat. Like, hey, you guys need to take this up there. Like this is getting way out of hand. Tannerite, holy shit.
See, I've never played with any of that. I'd like to.
Yeah, my Vaquero was a 45 long Colt.
I think they play with it over here in the city where I live, man, because at night you hear the god awfulest booms at night sometimes. I'm like, what is that?
I've got I-81 about 100 yards from me, and when those trucks blow a tire, it sounds just like a shotgun. Only loud.
Oh yeah.
I guess that could be because I've got a highway just not very far from here. Maybe that's what it is.
Those big trucks blow a tire, man. I mean, you hear it.
Yeah.
The people across the street, like they're right on the interstate, and they had no idea. So when they hadn't lived there very long, one of them came running out of her house. I was like mowing or something. I heard the tire. Didn't think, just kept mowing, right? She came running out of the house. What was that? What was like? She thought something like the Hindenburg landed in the front yard or something.
Well, I was like on 9/11. We live right next to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Like I can walk 5 minutes, and there's a gate right here. And we had some fighters come in that evening, and they came out of here with their hair on fire. And I mean, I've lived here my whole life, and there was a sonic boom. And people didn't know what happened. I mean, they were freaking out, running in the basements. And I'm like, settle down. I was like, did you saw the two fighters come out of here, with fire coming out of the hind end of them? Like, that was a sonic boom. That's what that was. And it was all over the news, here local and stuff. And they finally figured out, it broke windows and stuff. I mean, it was a good one. But when we were
they weren't very high when they did it.
Yeah. Well, when we were kids, it was normal. Well, see, that's the thing about the base here. So where we're at is about 200 feet higher than where the runway is, where they take off. So, something else that happened, and not to get off the subject, but so when they're coming out of there, they're literally at ground level, and they're already off the ground, and then they hit the afterburners, and it's real neat. They used to do this show, and one of them would just go straight up as far as he could go, wide open with the afterburner on. It was really fun. They have fireworks and stuff, but they don't do that anymore because budget restraints. But couple days after 9/11, there was a squadron coming from Las Vegas, like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're at the bottom of the hill. So at the top of the hill, you can imagine how far that is, and it was cloudy. So they're coming down out of the clouds and thinking that they're just going to, they're ground level. They're like right at the airport, where they're actually still 300 feet too high to land. So as soon as they're coming out of the clouds, they're throttling them up. You know, there's like 14 of them. And I mean, the whole city woke up that night at 2:30 in the morning. It was neat to watch because, I mean, they were close to the ground because it was just the cloud deck was so low. But yeah, that was a loud boom. That's probably the loudest boom I've ever heard. 10 pounds of dynamite. Jesus, Jeff, what are you doing? God.
Wow.
You're trying to blow up the Hindenburg.
Hindenburg did that all by itself.
It did. And now they're talking about doing it again with electric motor on. We mixed up an undisclosed amount of tannerite. Oh, this feed won't be back up after we get off of it.
Have you seen the one where the guy shoots the refrigerator full of tannerite?
Yeah, and the door
almost hits him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I saw that. I was like, did that really just happen, or did he like fake that? You know, like Photoshop or something?
Did you
Right,
see
it
the
hit the tree
dude
he
that
was
shot the
riding
riding
behind.
lawnmower and blew his own leg off?
Oh
no!
Yeah, he cut one of his legs off. She got real close to it. He advanced in on it and shoots a riding lawnmower full of tannerite and blows his leg off. And I just shot my leg off. He looks down and says it real matter of factly.
Was it Peg from Zip Ties and Vice Plies?
Could have been.
I seen him cut his leg off one night with a chainsaw. His wooden leg. He got in big trouble for that.
Does anybody want a cat?
No.
I have one. I got one.
I got plenty.
I'm at my limit.
No, I got like what, 8, and then we had another one show up yesterday.
We've got one that hangs around out here outside.
I never wanted any of them that we got, and the wife got this one last for my birthday 2 years ago. Thank
that
you,
was
honey.
nice of her.
Oh, she loves me so much.
Yeah, it looks like it.
What up, Andy?
The cat and the wife.
Hey, Andy, what's going on?
Hey, Andy.
Go away.
Andy, we've been talking about stupid gun stuff because the internet, there's no shortage of that.
No shortage.
Hey, look, there's a one-eyed cat.
Watch out when he winks.
I was going to say, this stream just got clean.
Oh, 2x in the video. Oh, God.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get knocked off here after all this, after John's picture, the cat's butt, and everything else.
You know what? I just thought of something. I can put this stuff up here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I hear dee-doo.
Yeah, it's my brother texting in.
Let's see. What did John send us? See. Wait a minute. Where are they? Why do I keep... Are you sending me stuff with some chick's name on it?
Not me.
Whoa.
Tom, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
I can if you'd like me to.
Yeah, I know you can.
Tom, Travis says it's wrong, but I'm not going to say you're wrong.
All right. I'm working on it here. Let's see if I can do this without...
There was a Vietnamese restaurant that smelled like dog in Memphis. They finally closed down.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Always smelled like wet dog around there.
See if I can.
Okay.
You guys see that? So here's a.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like that.
I did see that.
Here's his pimp daddy. Give me head till I'm dead. I didn't even see that.
Jeff, you're wrong, man. Come on.
Look at the fro.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
Man.
I don't want to know what I'm looking at now.
Here's the video. Oh God. Oh, I know what that was.
What, a small nuke?
That's one way to get rid of the spider.
Exactly.
Jeez. All right, let me stop doing this before we get in trouble.
They were showing explosions on there.
Oh, how do we get down this rabbit hole? Let's see. Yes, LB, I am near Wright Patterson. Yes. That joke's with the cat's ass. Andy just shot his leg off his head. Oh, dear Lord, Andy. Yeah, Jeff should do some of that stuff. That's hilarious.
Oh, like I said, he should do a whole channel. He could do a whole channel on just the stuff he talked about.
I know. He said no.
I'm looking forward to him bringing it to Sykeston.
Oh, that's going to be hilarious. That's going to be great.
LB, I think we're number 3 on the primary target map, by the way, because we're.
Tell him I'm not here.
Oh, yeah. When the sun goes down, I don't know if it's going to be good or bad.
Yeah. Uh-oh, somebody's phone ringing.
Yeah.
It's not me, is it?
Not me.
No.
So,
it's Barrows.
Who's the winner?
Pick me.
How's our poll doing?
I'm already a winner, so it's somebody else's turn.
How's my community tab poll doing? Because Travis and Barrows were both on there.
I voted for Barrows.
I didn't vote in it.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, I'm just south of Memphis.
Let me see.
LB, I'm just south of Memphis.
Let's see if I can find it real quick, John.
Let's see here.
My money's on Travis.
What, to make 500 first?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was hoping to beat 2 hacks, but.
All right. We got Rat's Nest Garage at 5%. Travis at 15. Barrows at 55. Other leaving the comments at 23. And Mike's Mischief, who actually had more than anyone when I posted this, at 3%. Look at the value that it brings when you register early and people know who you are. Because Mike's Mischief has more subs than any of y'all. And he only got 3% in the poll. And the poll are the viewers.
I didn't even know about him until then.
Exactly.
Then I went over and checked him out.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be fun to do. Never done a poll. First poll I've ever done on YouTube, right there.
Neat.
Wow. Another first.
Congratulations, John.
Good for you,
I'm gonna do
John.
another one. I'm going to do a poll for Brian Cabral.
Nice.
I'm going to do a troll poll.
Troll poll.
Yep.
Like a stripper pole, but a troll pole.
I'm going to do a troll poll. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have something very interesting to send them. And we're going to let the viewers decide on which person gets the package.
Does it involve a poll?
Or a brown bag with something brown in it.
Hey, it'll have an envelope with latex gloves right on the top. I'm not that bad.
You're not. Oh, geez.
I mean, it might take me a month to make the package, but we'll see.
That would be a good poll, though. They would see that too. It'd be awesome. Who's our number 1 troll? I like the community tab. Yeah, I've been trying to use it. So, yeah, flaming dog shit. Memphis looks okay. Yeah, I know where I live is not okay, LB.
No, I don't. I try and stay out of Memphis.
Yeah.
There's only a couple places I go in Memphis.
My uncle and I went to Memphis, and there's signs all over the businesses that say, pull your pants up. You can't smell like marijuana in here.
Yeah.
Bars on the doors everywhere. Nothing sitting outside. Memphis is just a nasty place.
If it's not nailed down, it will walk away.
Mm-hmm.
It will.
That's why I want to see Graceland.
Well, you know what's weird about Graceland? Graceland is right in the middle of the hood.
That's what I heard.
It's like the Cincinnati Zoo.
Well, I mean, you come off the freeway and you go right through the hood, and it's like crack houses and everything. You get down to Graceland, it's all nice and manicured lawns and everything. You get on past it, it's crack houses again.
Look at LB Bruins. He says Memphis looks okay. Yeah, from the air and a plane, sure.
Yeah, looks great.
You look good when the balloon goes up, he said. Oh, man.
That's why I like my little town. Population here is 22,000.
Nice, yeah.
As big as I want.
Last time I was in Memphis with my uncle.
470 here.
My uncle does not know, has absolutely no concept of how to conceal a pistol. Okay, so he's got this outside waistband holster, and he's got his shirt over it, and you know that the muzzle's dangling out, and it's real tight, and it's not concealed at all. And so we're on Beale Street. We go in this place. There's two cops sitting there at the what is that place, Travis? The what's that place with the ribs there?
Rib place, Beale. Hold on, I'm asking my wife.
Yeah, anyway, they have ribs.
Yeah.
They're across from the they're across from BB King.
Across from BB King.
Yeah.
Oh, down there.
Yeah. I can't think of the name of it, and she can't either.
We're in there. We're eating lunch. There's two cops are sitting there at the table. They look over at my uncle. They can tell he's carrying, right? And then Beale Street's posted. They just kind of look at, I'm watching them, and they just kind of look at each other like, okay, let's just keep plausible deniability here. Because they don't want to hassle him.
Right.
And when we get out of there, I tell my uncle, I said, printing is not normally as big a deal as people make, but you're printing really bad. He said, no, I'm not. I said, I can tell you're carrying a Glock. You're printing that bad. Okay? You're printing that bad. It was something else, but
well,
yeah, I can't imagine.
I just realized it's
unarmed, and they want people to be unarmed there. I think that's crazy.
It's 10 minutes till 11.
Well, I mean, we'll go out like to the street races and stuff, and there'll be like 3 or 4 carloads pull up, and they'll be walking around with ARs and AKs, just walking around with them. And I usually leave when that happens.
Yeah.
It's time to go. Because in my opinion, if you're walking around with something like that, you're trying to prove something. New game, whack-a-toe.
Whack-a-troll. Oh.
Like that old game where they pop up and you hit them?
Yeah, whack-a-mole, yeah.
Okay.
Whack-a-troll.
When I was down at Just Mopar Joe's place last year, I'll show you something. This was it'll load up. His mother's car. See in the background, we're live there.
Mm-hmm.
You see that Challenger?
Mm-hmm.
His brother was changing oil in it. That car got stolen from the Memphis airport a few months back.
Oh wow!
Don't doubt it.
Yeah, it did. It got stolen from the Memphis airport. They street raced it, wrecked it, trashed it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my buddy's Hellcat. They tried to steal it 4 times already.
Oops.
You know how you can tell I live in a place where it's really ridiculously safe and boring? I've had a ladder sitting on my porch for about 3 months, and no one has touched it.
Yeah, that's how my house is.
Yeah, for real. Like the place where my rental property is in Bluefield, that ladder would have been gone in a day.
Now I do sometimes sit out on the porch and clean my guns too. So,
well, that just tells them when you're not there, they're gonna get more.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, we know where we want to get them.
Mm-hmm.
What? Well, I kind of do like Jeff Foxworthy says. You know, people drive down the street and says a gun lives there. I got a bunch of old cars and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Memphis is interesting. New Orleans, I would rather go to New Orleans than Memphis, truthfully.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where I live down in Horn Lake, which is in Mississippi, just across the state line, it's not really that bad. In my neighborhood, we get Horn Lake police cruising the neighborhood all the time. So this area is pretty safe. If you get across the state line, you're taking your life in your own hands.
I went last time I was in New Orleans. I found out something that works good for the street performers that won't leave you alone. A pit bull.
Oh,
Nice.
The aggressive panhandlers, they leave you alone if you have a pit bull.
Mine needs to grow up a little bit. She's only 3 months.
tried to hide in the car wash. Nobody will suspect me. I'm washing my car.
I should have walked up to this dude and asked him if we could do a feature on his car.
What the heck? That is crazy.
What is that?
Well, it's a guy with his pants completely below his butt.
Right.
And it's a Mercedes painted up like a cow.
Yeah, I thought that was a cow.
Yeah.
Why would
No,
they do that?
Well, that looked yellow, so I was thinking giraffe.
And then I saw some homeless people throwing down, trying to kill each other in front of a riverboat. That was fun.
Did you stay around and see who won?
I had somebody walk by me and tell me it was tacky to film them because they're homeless. I hear two people threaten to murder each other, and I'm just there, world star, world star. You're serious when you're vertical videoing, right?
In Memphis, we just make bets. Who's gonna win?
My dog was just, he's never seen anything like that. He's out there at the hotel looking out the window. He is enthralled by all the action on the street. All the weird people. He was watching that like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, bum fights, definitely.
Yeah, the bum fights thing. I wanted to sponsor one of them. You know, one of them had a guitar in his hand, and I was really wanting to see that get spin over the other.
Yeah. How much did that guitar cost you, by the way? Yeah.
On Hollywood and Vine, I seen a big one. There was like 15 in one group and like 20 in another group, and they just boom went at it right there on Hollywood and Vine.
Wow.
Wow.
It's when you take video and watch it later so you can watch all the action.
Right.
Danny boy, the best
That was
thing
before cell phones.
Those panhandlers when you're in your car that walk up at a red light, all you need is a pit bull with his head sticking out the window. They will skip your car like a plane. Every time.
They'll still eyeball that change in your console, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't let them follow you. All right, gentlemen. It is almost 11 o'clock here where I'm at.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Well, you're too far ahead.
I know.
Jason's saying you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can stay here. I'll just
I
turn
got
the camera and
them
mic
today.
Hey, watch.
look at that.
Jason will leave and we'll get him a channel strike while he's gone.
Oh, that's going to happen anyway.
Put that back up there, Bear Rose.
Yeah, let's see that.
Yeah, I done made my motor mounts today.
Hold on just a second.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Don was not asking me to put that back up from Walmart.
No.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
No, you can keep that to yourself.
No, I'm still rubbing my eyes from that one.
It burns. It burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think another one. I think I'd have to pop my eyeballs out.
Yep.
Wash them out in the sink.
Yeah, definitely.
How long was the line you had to wait in for that?
It felt about like 3.5 weeks.
What? All right. What is it?
We're turning into the witching hour.
Yeah.
The weird hour.
We're the weird hour.
It's the weird hour.
The weird
If
hour.
Jason kept this going another hour, you would have weird stuff floating in here.
Yeah.
John, you missed the beginning.
Yeah.
You need to go back and watch the beginning.
You need to watch the beginning. It was
Second or third shift on these lives gets really weird.
Yeah.
Third shift on the lives is.
I'll have to try and do I'll have to take a Wednesday off and see how late we can go one time. See how weird it gets.
How many views did Uncle Tony get on that paint dry one?
He was averaging.
It was ridiculous.
Concurrent. He
like
was getting around
400
50
people.
concurrent. And what was funny about it was that's more than Competition Plus gets on their end. He loved that.
Yeah, he was digging that. He likes to razz those guys.
But the funny thing is that most of the mods weren't in there, and the comments were going by. So, man, you just had the stupid was running on 20 pounds of boost in that chat.
Yeah, I woke up
weird.
I woke up at like 3:30, went to the bathroom. I'm like, I gotta go see if it's still on. And it was just like you said, the chat was just going. People were just asking questions. I'm like, why are you asking questions to an engine that's got paint drying on it? There's not a soul in that building.
There are people, I'm convinced, that go around the internet looking for a place just to be.
It's right. That's right here. It's on Tuesday nights.
I can do it here without getting kicked out.
Right. It's cool here.
This is where I could dance around on, a bicycle with no seat on it. In a skirt with lights and animal balloons and all the stuff they want to do in their life, and they can't do it anywhere else.
Leave the seat on it. I've got a scar that'll prove different.
Ask me how I know.
Wow, inner thigh, but let's just say I'm glad it stopped there.
That's the wrong kind of seatbelt.
I know.
That's right.
I know a construction worker who fell off a roof, and he landed square sitting down on one of those 2x4s you used to hammer in to put a form board on, and it didn't stop him.
Take care of
I was in the hospital for months.
Wow. Oh, that's something you want to die from.
Yeah.
Hope it happened after lunch.
Thanks, LB.
Yeah,
later, LB.
The guy got the prison experience in one fell swoop.
Oh, man.
We used to jump off the haystacks, and a buddy of mine, in the big pile of loose hay, just kind of poof. There was a steel fence post in there.
Oh!
And he caught it. He's got 2 butt cracks now.
Yeah, sounds like it. 2 holes, too.
What cured me of jumping in and running into things that are unknown like that, a friend of mine he had a white 86 Chevette when we were in high school, and he liked to drive through leaf piles and people would rake them up. Yeah. Right?
Cinder block.
And then,
fire hydrant.
He would run through them. He did hit a cinder block once, but kept going. It didn't, it wasn't that big a deal. He had hit a cinder block doing it. But the 2 things he did I thought were the best ever is, one, he would run over these empty boxes, and he ran over a microwave box that was in the road, and the microwave was still in it. It knocked the whole air dam off the bottom of the car and everything. It was from Montgomery Ward at the mall, which that was a way back there, but it probably was working. I mean, they pack them well.
Yeah.
But it wasn't working after he hit it.
No.
And then the other one was this dude was waiting for him. He made this giant leaf pile. It must have been 7 feet high and massive, right?
Oh, there's a stump under it.
The guy put a gas grill in it.
Oh.
And my buddy got that about 35.
Jeez.
That shit living a hard life.
Guess no.
Patrick is jealous because he's like, hey, these are ways of destroying a car I haven't thought of.
Yeah, we know many of them, that's for sure. All right, gents. I really do need to jump out of here. I appreciate
all right, Jason.
all the shenanigans for sure.
It's been fun. It's been a blast.
It always is. So yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to Tuesday night.
Don. Great seeing you.
Yeah, Don.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, Don.
No.
Burn my eyes.
Oh no, I hit the wrong button.
There you go.
He snuck out too.
And he ducked out.
Thanks for coming on, Don. That's awesome. You can do this every Tuesday with
today's technology. I tell you what, it's easier on the elbows typing all night.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah. That's why a lot of times it's like I just say, "Hey, what's up, dudes?" It's like, especially with my wrist, I got that whole arthritis thing going on. Lord ass. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping by. All my mods, all my normal folk. Don, we did a world record tonight. We got Don on a live stream.
Yeah, there's the first for everything.
It's a lot easier with the StreamYard now too, because you just click the link and it literally just loads it up. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I gotta download that.
Yeah, I don't even use YouTube's live stream anymore. I just use this, so much easier.
Is that what your brother was using? Was
Yeah.
he using Stream or
Yeah,
YouTube?
he was using StreamYard. Well, you mean the day that they knocked him down? I think he was on YouTube when that happened. So when he did it last. When did he do that? Yesterday, or
no?
Last
that was
Thursday.
last week.
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah. He was on. We put StreamYard on. Yeah, and he had some other cameras going too. He's going to put some videos up and stuff. So
cool.
So he did catch the big flame. He still framed it and caught the big flame video. But I don't know if they ever got that thing to stay running. Oh, I know what it was. He figured it out. The float was stuck open on it. It was just flooding the thing with fuel.
Oh, okay.
He messaged me the next morning. He was like, that engine was full of gas. Yeah, John says StreamYard. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Mo. Patrick, Dan, Tom, John, Jeff Rowe.
Later, Jeff.
Dan, yeah. Barrows, Don, Travis. Appreciate y'all.
I'll see y'all later.
Yep. We'll be doing it again soon.
Enjoy the rain that's
Good
coming.
seeing you, Travis.
Yeah, we are getting rain. Yep. Like I said, get out
well, you
there
can
and
have
fix
my
something.
snow.
Yeah.
No thanks.
We're gonna
keep that.
We're getting some Saturday. Yeah.
All our snow turned into mud.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, all right. Well,
Later.
Night,
here.
Great
Take
seeing
care,
y'all.
guys. Take care, man. Have a good night. See you guys.